because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you need to write. This is the statement that JD should have come in and said.
I don't complain about raccoon eyes. I don't complain about the emotional friend, which is funny.
Right.
I don't complain about Artie's comedy.
This is a valid argument.
But when me and Richard are breaking our ass every day, it's about our work. That's what Bob. We admire Artie.
Even saying for
and
Artie
we admire your.
Congratulations, Robin knows and nobody in the audience does.
But that's my point. I was like, at the very least, they could have written this statement for JD.
Robin, now you can be our
No. I think the JD bit is working. You really need to give him some notes and write them down so that he can come in and make your statements. These are great. Notes. And this is what you're depriving us of on the air.
And she agreed she would be our moderator for this, if you don't mind, Howard.
Why would I agree to that?
Well, no, just to make sure they get their statements out, because I thought they had some interesting things to say.
All right, go ahead.
Here's my statement.
Thanks for waiting till 10:45 to do
this. She came in and talked to us right before you did the Cousin Brucey interview. You were so busy, we didn't want to interrupt.
The thing is, here it is with Artie in a nutshell. Artie knows how I feel about him, and I know how Artie feels about me, and we do have a good relationship. What bothered me is me and Richard are very passionate, as you know, and insecure about our work on the show. We go nuts over it. We drive Gary crazy. We drive you, Howard, crazy. And we don't mind any of the jokes, any of the ball breaking, any of the raccoon references, any of the emotional friend, which is, I've said a million times is funny, and the roasts are great. What hurts us is that when Artie takes a jab at our work that we're passionate about the show, if he says that our jack and rods are redundant, if he calls us fifth graders, if he says any kid could do our prank calls, if he says we take an easy route by using cunt in calls, and he comes back and he says that Richard Christie is a hack comedian, we're just up and coming guys. And we respect and admire Artie, and we want to be a part of the family, and we would love his help. So I don't care about anything that you do, and I've laughed over everything you've done, and I applaud the ball breaking, but we are passionate about what we do for the Howard Stern Show, and that's where we feel we're being ribbed, and we're being kind of, jabbed at.
And we're not mad. We're not mad at Artie. We just get hurt when things get said.
I listened to this. And this is a quote from you yesterday, Sal. I'll read it back to you.
I know, but see, what you're doing is
wait a second now. You said you're not mad, but let's find out.
Yesterday,
You said the following, and I'm just reading from a transcript. I'm not putting anything in your mouth. You said this to Artie's face.
It's gonna be brutal. I know.
You were on those stupid fucking shows before Howard Stern. Nobody knew you.
Well, they were stupid.
You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Beer League sucks shit. It's fucking terrible.
It's a lot of projects to suck in.
It was a flop. It was in 18 theaters and made $250,000 in America. I could shit that out of my ass. For you to tell me about comedy and what people tell me off the air, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, that is a quote. So don't tell me you weren't mad. That's not true.
Howard, I never said I wasn't mad.
I said it.
So compared to the
can I
movies you were in,
Robin,
a lot more
this.
than that.
Well, let us say this.
Let me finish.
What I talked about with them before was that all of the things they did yesterday only caused a big break. It didn't really express how they truly felt. It was lashing out in anger, and they really didn't say to you what they actually feel.
So what happened was with Artie taking those digs at what we do, our work, not other stuff, which we don't have a problem with, it festered in us. And we said, we're not even going to deal with Artie anymore. We're not going to let him make fun of our calls and say they suck. Let him say all the shit he says about our work. And we'll just sit in the back and do the best that we can. And then it came to the breaking point where I came on the show and Artie said, you guys are glorified whack packers that won a contest. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was personally offended from a work perspective, not a personal one. And the only angle I could take back at Artie was diminishing his work as a professional. That was the only angle. I wasn't going to go beneath the belt. That wasn't my intent. My intent was like, hey, you keep knocking me. I'm breaking my ass every day. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. where can I go? I could say, well, I think you sucked on Man TV and you sucked on Beer League. Is that true? No. But it was to a certain degree, maybe. But that was the angle.
What is this?
No,
not ridiculous.
No,
Sal. It's so phony.
It's not phony at all.
Yes,
What is this?
See, and no,
it's bullshit.
no, and that's the truth, and that's the
But
only.
that's why we didn't come in earlier, because
Right.
no matter what we say, we can't defend ourselves.
You said all that stuff before I mentioned that you won a contest. Yes, you did.
Tell me when.
The stuff Howard just read.
That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And then I said you won a contest reacting to that.
Right, but I didn't say all that. No, when they brought up the wrap-up show.
That is true, because on the next page,
of course it's
several pages later, Artie said that.
Okay, but there was several things that Artie said beforehand, which triggered me to say that. Artie, do you mean how in anger I spoke improperly? And when you get mad, you say things that you don't mean, and you try to hurt people like you did to me.
Well,
and
how did I try to hurt you? Does anybody else in this room feel that I constantly bash their phone calls?
I don't think you constantly bash their phone calls. I think they are super sensitive to your criticism. And so every time it does happen, it's like in neon to them. And they don't forget from the last time. It just gets heaped on and heaped on, so that they are suffering every time they do something and you go, that's 5th grade, or why do you guys have to do that? They're like, Artie hates our work.
No, but
shouldn't the compliments I give them make just as big an impact?
They don't hear that. You know when you're in a comedy
yeah.
club and you see the one guy not laughing and you focus on him and everyone. Okay.
Right, and I said
we're offended. We get offended if Howard, Robin, Fred, if anybody like rags on our work, we get offended by them too. But at the time, they were asking us about you, Artie. We're not focusing on you. Robin has said bad things about our stuff, too. Everybody has said bad things.
See, I own up to it. If I said it, it's okay.
The only problem I have with you guys is a lot of the gay stuff, but your phony phone call stuff is great.
Yeah,
I think that's awesome.
But Howard,
and we like the gay stuff.
Right. I was going to say Howard likes the gay stuff.
What does it matter what I think?
It matters because
But what do you care as long as I keep you employed?
Exactly.
Because I like what you're doing.
Yeah, but you know what? We respect and love Artie just as much because he is a funny figure on the show. There's no denying it. And Artie does come to us off the air, so we do get mixed signals.
But that's what
I
couldn't understand, how you could be so vicious to Artie, and it's not only off the air. Artie has tried to be an advisor to you.
Right.
He's taken you under his wing.
Yep.
He's told you how he thinks you could extend your career beyond this show. He's been your advocate. How could you be attacking him?
Because lately, within the past month, I don't know what it is like when Artie no longer returns phone calls. I know Artie's going through a lot, and I'm not putting the blame on Artie.
Oh, you're calling him?
No.
You're bothering him.
No, probably. But Artie's in his own world. He's got his own issues, and I hope they work out. But we just feel like there's no communication, and the only time me and Richard hear something like Howard said, like the guy in the comedy club, we just hear the negatives, and we got to a point where, look, we'll just let Artie be, and and we were convinced that you just don't like us at all. And
I don't.
You guys are very paranoid back there, and maybe I should separate the two of you.
Right, because you're feeding
I think
each
the two
other.
of you are sitting back there day in and day out, and both of you, I don't think between the two of you have an IQ point higher than 90. I think you're sitting there and feeding each other a bunch of stuff. You're getting paranoid.
But that's not true.
Don't talk to each other anymore.
all we talk about is
so much weeing and all of
But in other words, guys, you
work.
see what you're doing here is a very bad thing for the show. Right. In other words, now you're forcing me to censor myself in my
No, not at all.
Yes, you are, Sal. Like now I gotta figure out what is going to offend you and what isn't going to offend you.
Nothing offends
and that's
me.
not.
But
Sal, clearly something
Artie,
offends
I
you.
was
That's
crying-
why you're
Artie,
here.
Everything offends you.
Artie, I was
Yeah, nothing offends me.
Yes.
Sal,
I was
that's
crying
not how
on
this
the
show
couch,
operates.
Sal, you're the guy who got on the show by goofing relentlessly on Baba
Right.
Booey. And, now
And they were goofs. But when you ever hear me talk about Gary as a producer, I'm the first guy to say that
You say he's horrible.
I say he's a great producer.
awful.
I only say that once in a while
Sal,
to
you're
get on
just
his
a
skin.
flat out
You
lunatic
say once in a
liar.
while,
I mean, you're
Gary's a horrible producer to get under his skin.
Right.
So accept that from Artie.
I can.
Sal, you've called me a shitty producer so many times I can't even count it.
All right, but have I called you a great producer?
No.
When asked,
So has Artie called you a great comedy guy?
Yeah, from time to time.
And has Artie called you a shitty comedy guy?
Yeah.
She does the same thing you do.
I know.
Go back there and suck it up.
But listen,
that's my point. The point
Get over it, man. Get over it.
The point that I'm trying to make is that we respect and admire Artie, and we're passionate about our work, and that's why we were mad.
I told you do good work. That's all that matters. Right?
But listen to this. Like everybody,
you worrying about what Artie thinks.
We do this. What we did
exactly. I agree with
us getting up. Us getting upset at what Artie said. Everybody's had that happen to them on this show. Artie's got upset at you for setting him up with that bit when you brought the girl in that liked faggot.
Okay,
Robin got
did I
upset.
give Howard some sort of edict about not?
No,
and we're not giving you an edict.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
You're telling me there's certain things you don't want me to say.
No, we're not saying that. We're just saying we get irked when you say it, but keep saying it.
So,
we'll deal with it.
Sal, you
clearly can't deal with it.
Sal, wait a second, Sal. You don't want him to keep saying it, do you?
No, I've come to the point where I just have to. That's it.
So you're going to be allowed to say about Gary, he's a shitty producer, and Time say he's a good producer, and call him a monkey and everything else.
And the heroin addict, the right lines for I've been spiked that my father falls off a roof, and that's all fine.
And you're going to be able to do
you want me to start censoring you, motherfuckers?
But the point, no, not at all. And you know what?
So fuck off.
That's fine. I could deal with that.
Artie
But at
didn't
least
say anything to you about writing about his father falling off the roof. I thought it was a little wild.
But here, let me.
Why is that okay?
I sit back and I take it. I take it.
Because it fell within the content of the show. High Pitch Mike and him had a feud. High Pitch Mike came to me, and me and
why
Richard
is it okay for you to Gary? Why is it okay for you to call Gary a shitty producer? That's
to break his
balls.
But
so is it fair to break your balls?
Yes.
So then why are you telling him you don't like it?
Why does Artie do the emotional friend while I'm crying on the couch?
Because it's funny.
Right. And that's why we do what we do.
But then why are you now on the air
I'm not the one right. I'm not the one instigating
we're not
this.
talking about that. What I'm trying to say is that when it's within the content of the show, when you're discussing Artie's drug addiction, when you're discussing his way, when you're discussing
during the
hold
show.
on, when
What
you're
do I
discussing
crowbar it in?
No, when you're discussing issues with me and issues with Richard, we have no problem. I don't have a problem.
You have a problem.
Makeup,
you know what your problem
raccoon,
is. Your problem,
emotional friend that you egg him onto. I have no problem. Gary dancing around me with a. Wait, let me tell you.
You know what your problem is.
I've never complained about any of that.
Your problem is when Artie says that you're a shitty comedian.
Yes.
But you say Gary's a shitty producer.
But it's
How is that different?
It's not a comedian. I know I am green at comedy. I've admitted it.
So
I'm
then
talking
what's
about
the problem.
I'm talking about the work that me and Richard composed for the show.
So what does Gary do for the show?
Yeah, but it's different.
Why?
I don't know. I can't
Why
put
is
my
it
finger
different?
on it.
You mean your work for the show is different than Gary's work for the show? In other words, when you say Gary's a shitty producer, isn't that the same as Artie saying you guys are shitty, phony phone callers?
Yeah, but you could see. But
first of all,
you could
that's
see
not
past
what
that.
I'm saying.
What do you mean? I can't see past that?
You can see the difference in that.
I'm playing your call.
I know, but
I don't see a difference in that at all.
Can I say something?
You got to suck it up.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Artie. We feel that Artie jabs a lot of our hard work.
Artie jabs your hard work, and you jab Gary's hard work.
But let me say this. But let me say,
wait, don't nod your head. You don't know that you jab Gary's hard work?
I make fun of him. It's a goof. It's a joke.
It's a goof when you do
jab each other's hard work.
We think that Artie's being
because
sincere.
You're paranoid.
Right.
I mean, Gary's healthy. Everyone here's healthy, but you're not.
Right.
So then get healthy. Go see a psychiatrist.
Well, that's what I said. The opening of my statement was it's because of our insecurity and our paranoia that we got upset with.
You don't think I have insecurities about comedy? Every performer on earth has
Everybody here has
We do. We think that.
I want to run something by Sal because this is one of the things that I thought was, maybe humor in your mind, but not to me. The week you were in for Get John's Job, right? Howard and I had some incident. There wasn't a piece of paper in front of him, a card that he needed or whatever. And we got into a fight and everything and, like a real thing. And you walked in and you go, here's the problem, Howard. Gary's a horrible producer.
Right.
And you know what? I wasn't finding humor in that. I dealt with it, I dealt with it. I wouldn't even know if I'm going to have to deal with you forever.
It was funny.
It was
Me
funny
too.
to them, and I took
Sal,
it.
it's funny when Artie busts your balls.
It is. It's great. Like emotional
So
friend.
stop whining about it. Not emotional friend. Don't confuse it.
Anytime he breaks your balls.
Okay,
if he's breaking your balls about your work,
See, but
I
now
know it hurts.
now I have to edit myself.
No, you
in my
don't.
head.
No, don't edit.
We just thought that you hated us and hated everything that we did.
Well,
We've got to the.
Don't edit yourself. All we're saying is when you say it, it hurts, but we'll deal with it.
No, you're not dealing with it.
We are. You guys
you're
asked.
not.
No, we are. The reason that all this came up is because people are putting up notes saying these guys are back there freaking out. Maybe once every 2 weeks we get mad at something that Artie says.
That's pretty often.
I'm saying maybe that much, but we're not
I think
back
I know.
there
You know, I'm
stewing.
thinking back to when this started. Probably the time I pointed out that maybe some of the phone calls always had that theme of interrupting.
And let me say this, that turned into a funny bit. It hurt a little bit at the beginning that you said that, but it turned into a funny bit and we dealt with it. So don't censor yourself. You can rag on our stuff every day, but there's no way.
Howard,
being a human,
Richard's giving me permission.
Yes.
So he's giving me permission not to censor myself.
Right.
You think I'm waiting for that permission from you, you dope?
No, but I don't want you to think that we want you to not talk about us.
But the problem is, if I continue doing whatever it is I'm doing, once every 2 weeks, they'll have a pussy powwow, and I'll fucking.
You're here to encourage Artie to keep ragging on you.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Sal, that's what you're saying.
That's
All
fine.
right.
I think,
done. Now get out of here.
One thing. Our defense is we're human. We're not made of steel. It hurts a little bit, and that's all we're saying.
It hurts all of us. You think it's funny? I get a laugh out of high-pitched Mike saying, follow your dad and fall off a roof?
I know, but when you say on the air that you're pissed about that, that's all we're saying. That we're human just like you guys, and we get hurt.
Okay, so stop making those jokes about my father. Stop making the jokes about her.
But we're not telling you to stop.
I'm not a fag. I don't care about that shit.
Wait a minute, hold it. I don't want this to end before we determine, are you going to barricade yourself in your little studio?
No.
Or will we have some freedom of movement around in the office again?
I never gave up my freedom.
Here's my
they've been closeted for a couple of weeks
I tell you,
now.
I like them.
They've been closeted their whole life.
Hey, Howard, let me ask you a question. In the history of the show, with 24 years, right, for all the shit that you ever said about me, have I ever come to you and told you not to do something or told you that it hurt me? You just fucking man up.
But this all
Everybody
started.
in the office knows how you feel, so clearly you're telling someone.
Right.
No, but we're not coming to Artie and saying, hey, stop talking about it.
You're going to other people.
We didn't go
behind my back.
No, we're not.
Richard,
and
In all fairness to these guys,
talked behind your back.
Jason revealed that. They didn't.
Okay, but still.
And what Jason...
Everybody else knew how they felt, Howard. I'm telling you, we all knew.
Right.
Jason repeated verbatim, but we all knew this was going on.
The fact is, I'm weirded out by you having a discussion about me on any level.
We're not having discussions. I don't talk behind your back. Jason came in and said it.
Jason made that up.
No, he said he was bringing up when I was mad about you ragging on me at the roast, but that's something I talked about on the air.
I am clear now on this.
I'm not.
I hope
boys,
that. Well, see, there's still some feelings out there.
They'll have to be ironed out. They'll have to be ironed out later.
That was all very destructive.
All right.
But
I understand what's going on now. The boys are saying they are hurt. They're human. But the fact of the matter is they recognize it's this Howard Stern show.
We need somebody who speaks stupid because I can't interpret what they're saying.
I'm interpreting. I speak stupid.
Well, let me make it clear. I'm not mad at Artie. I won't stay mad at Artie. I'm not an angry guy. I love everybody on this show. I love my job, and I'm going to continue to have fun and have the greatest job in the world.
And continue
and
not
keep
to do
coming up with those great
ideas. Don't do drugs and ruin your creativity.
I'm not going to do acid and ruin my ideas.
If you make another statement like that, I will promise you not to goof on it.
Keep
Sal,
goofing, Artie.
Could you imagine?
My final statement is, Artie, I hope you accept my apology for going overboard in a state of anger. I didn't mean it, and you can certainly do what you want, and I'm glad that you made us aware that they are just jokes and we are overly sensitive, so I apologize.
And how is Beer League?
Beer League's okay. I'm being honest. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's my opinion. It's okay.
That's right. Okay.
And I did wish Artie success on that. I'm glad
God,
he had that
I
successful
can't wait
moment.
to see the movie you make.
I made Robin's Meat and Vegetables.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I got a standing ovation and people applauded the whole time at the theater.
You're a dope.
That was funny, Artie.
You're comparing that to my movie. You're an idiot.
No, it was better. Meat and Vegetables was better. It's not a comparison.
I really don't like you. I hate your guts.
All right, thank you.
I love you, Artie.
No, you're a
and I wish
fucking
you the
jerk.
best.
You're a phony faggot.
Because I compared Robin's Meat and Vegetables to
No,
Beer League?
just because everything about you's phony. You're a dummy.
I'm phony.
You're a dummy. I don't like the two of you. Stay away from me.
Robin, I thought you came to us to come in because it's going to be better.
This show's about honesty. I don't like either one
I'm
of you.
being honest. I said it's okay. Beer League's okay. I'm being honest.
Nobody cares about your opinion.
If I was a two-face, I'd say Beer League was good.
But nobody cares about your opinion, Sal. I don't care about.
I'm making my final statement.
He
to
asked you as a joke.
I love you.
I hate your guts.
Is there anything we can say, Artie?
No, I don't like you guys. I'm honest. I'm not like you guys. I really don't like you.
Why don't
There's
you...
people I don't like in life, and you're two of them.
Has it always been like that, or just now?
Well, I mean, no, the last couple of days. No, of course not. The last couple of days, I've seen you for the fucking serpent pussy homos that you are. Go have another pussy powwow about it. Artie jabs at us. We don't think he's not kidding, you fucking fags.
Hey, what about when you got mad at Howard? You've gotten mad at Howard.
And then I went to him and said, listen, I got to go on the wrap-up show and bitch about you for an hour and a half, and then
you did. You complained about it on the wrap-up show the day that he brought the chicken for you.
You don't see what's different about this, you idiot.
No.
Yeah,
it's like talking to an idiot.
It's not different. It's something that Howard did that upset you, and you talked about it on the air.
Well, Howard acted me and Howard acted the way you two are acting right now.
You know what I'll do, Artie, this week, and I will rewatch Beer League.
I never want to
give it a second. I promise you,
Sal.
I'll
Let me
give
tell
it a
you
second
something,
chance.
Sal.
I'll have some beer.
Sal, I want to tell you something. I don't like you on any level.
Okay,
and I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think about Beer League.
Jeez.
I really don't. I really don't. You're a dummy.
Who pay tickets to see it.
A lot of them say they like it. Maybe they're lying. Maybe they're lying.
I don't know.
So
I will make
Sal,
a sincere attempt. I saw it in the
Sal,
theater.
if it wasn't for this show,
Robin.
Sal, you will never work in this
going.
business ever again after this show. Ever again.
But you know what?
Because you're a nothing.
But I'm
you're
on
a
this show.
nothingness.
But this is
but this show's going to go away, and you'll be a homeless asswipe.
Well, I'll be that. I can deal with that.
You suck.
So, Artie, do I still get the Chelsea hotel room?
I'm sick of giving you guys handouts too.
Artie, you want your Beer League DVD back?
No, Sal, I don't like you.
I know, you made that very clear. But
I don't like you at all. No, I don't give a fuck.
Hold on, you just call us dopes and idiots for fun.
If you come to me outside with this bullshit, I'm gonna drop you, and then I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
What?
Oh my God!
Whoa, what are you doing,
All right,
Artie?
let's end this now.
That's enough. What happened? I missed it.
Maybe you should go.
Artie just nailed Sal with something.
What are you doing? Artie,
why would you do that?
What are you doing?
Go
what is
now.
that?
Go!
Hey, Artie,
Jesus.
Sal, holy cow! I feel bad for the guy. I mean, is it me? Did I go overboard?
No,
I did nothing.
What it was that set him off.
I said I'll rewatch Beer League with a case of beer, and he went crazy.
What are you doing? Art. Artie, what are you doing?
Jeez.
What did you just do? I missed it. I'm here drawing pictures.
Wow.
What just happened?
I'm being real.
Did you throw some at him?
Yeah.
Why?
Go Yank.
Well, maybe she can plead your case for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Claudia, you wrote us a note.
And this was a couple years ago, and she got a little tipsy at the show, and Sal kind of had some fun with her in the green room after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Sal?
Yeah. I don't know if he remembers it. It was probably like 2 years ago or so. That was a fun time, and they were pictures
kind
up
of
over
fun?
Marks for again.
Sal, what is that?
Fun time.
Sal.
Do you remember that, Sal?
What is this asshole talking about? What are you talking about?
Do you remember that?
I'll fucking knock you out right here. I'm not kidding. I'll fucking knock you out right here.
Let's go.
Hey, easy.
What the fuck are you? What type of bullshit is that? I was having fun with your wife. You fucking douche. You piece of shit. You boring fucking sack of shit. If I see your wife, I'll stick my dick in her mouth just on principle, right in front of you.
In other words,
fuck yourself.
Sal, are you saying that this guy just?
What the fuck is this loser piece of shit to talk that way?
Are you making a
Go
joke?
fuck yourself.
Guy's a married man.
No. He didn't have fun with her. He just
You said I had fun with her. You made a fucking blatant lie.
Yeah, you guys messed
I'm
with
married
her a
with
little
3
in the
kids.
green room.
Take it back,
Put some
asshole.
ketchup on her face and took some funny pictures of her.
No. You were making an insinuation that other shit was going on.
No. I don't think you would want to.
Sim, what are you, fucking mental?
This guy's a good guy, too. I've hung out with him a billion times. Yeah. I give him free tickets to shows. They see him at Caroline's. We buy drinks together. And all of a sudden, this guy's like, Sal had some fun in the green one.
Yeah, the ketchup, the french fries on her face.
That I remember.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
even
what
know
I'm
it was
talking
her.
about. I know you didn't know her, yeah.
You put ketchup and french fries on his wife's face?
We all
Passed out,
did it.
yeah.
He
They put her
did
head
it,
in a
too. He
garbage
was
can.
there. He
No, I wasn't there.
The Sims wife passed out and you decorated her in ketchup and french fries?
Yeah, I got pictures of it. It's very funny.
So, in other words, you did not have sex with her?
No,
I never said that.
Well, Sim,
you got to
say
see, she's a pig. I would never have sex with her. She's fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, but I can see why the sim might
It's a good
be
thing
mad
that, dude. It's a good thing that she left. Good for you,
Claudia. Why is Sal attacking you? Claudia.
I'm sorry?
Why is Sal attacking you now?
I don't know. I've hung out with him before, and he was very nice.
I tell you why I'm attacking her, because, first of all, I apologize to you, dude. I do.
Why?
Well, I've been so worked up lately with all this bullshit.
he made it seem like
he did make it seem like that. It was a blatant lie. You're right. But I apologize. Right. Now that you explained it, I apologize.
Yeah, but I can see. Sim, are you mad at Sal for treating your wife like that? I'd be mad at Sim.
No, I'm not mad at Sal.
It wasn't. Bob Levy
why
was.
the marriage broke up.
Bob Levy was recording a DVD. And we had people in the back who were drinking, and we made a spectacle out of things, and that was one thing. Like, she passed out, and her friends were there, and they put ketchup and french fries and shit on her face. But anyway, the problem with this girl, Howard...
What goes on back
there? This emotional friend bullshit is starting to really fucking get to me.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of girls saying I had an emotional friend, but I didn't cheat, yet I'm leaving you. It's just bullshit.
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either.
Hey, 1 second here. I asked Mr. Sim there to go to therapy numerous times to try to repair the relationship, and he refused because it was beneath him to go to therapy. So he didn't want to make it work. So why am I going to stick around in a loveless marriage?
Why the fuck were you having an emotional friend to begin with? This guy doesn't have to go to therapy if you're out fucking jerking some other guy's cock while he's paying the bills. You fucking lying cunt. What are you talking about? He doesn't need to go to therapy. Who is he? Was he the one with the emotional friend? Was he? Answer the question. Was he the one with the emotional friend?
Sal, are you talking to Christine right now?
Yeah, I am.
It sounds like
What
you
happened?
are. You sound like everyone is what someone's trying to say to you.
No, exactly. Well,
give her a break.
Listen,
I'm not.
Sal, can I give you a little
because
advice?
the thing is that she's gone. I'm trying to work it out with my wife, but he doesn't have to go to fucking therapy. She was the one jerking around on this fucking guy.
So why do you have to go to therapy?
Right.
Well, that's a good question, because but I know who I am. I don't know who this guy is. That's a good point. But the thing is that
Sal, you're not yelling at Claudia. You're yelling at your wife.
You're so angry because
the issue I have here is that I'm sick and tired of women saying that, well, I didn't cheat, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, but I had an emotional friend. You did cheat. You did cheat, no matter how you slice it. Just come to reality and say, look, I'm a fucking cheater. I fucking betrayed somebody. I'm a fucking whore. And you know what? I fucked up. And you did.
Sal,
You
listen how
did.
you
You
sound
took
right
somebody's,
now.
I don't care how you sound. You took somebody's money
Sal, are you
behind his
talking
Who
about-
fucking
do you
back.
want to say this to?
Who do you
I'm
wanna-
just saying this about everybody. You know what happens?
Everybody or
No,
your
I would
wife?
just
No.
like to say
The thing-
no lasting bad
the thing is
feelings
this.
toward Claudia or anything like
No
that.
disrespect to you, Claudia. I'm talking in general that I got so many emails from so many great guys, police officers, firemen, guys breaking their ass day and night, going through all my fucking bullshit, and each one of these guys got fucked
Sal,
over
it sounds
so
like
hard.
something's changed.
But you're not them.
Something's going on here. What happened in therapy?
Something might be, man. You'll find out after the fucking
Divorce.
You'll find out after the break.
Are you getting a divorce?
I don't. No, I'm not getting a divorce. Not at all.
Well, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Separation?
I don't know. I don't know,
Did
Howard.
we hit a bad patch?
Wow.
What happened in therapy?
Things were going good.
Things in therapy
You
are
finally
going fine.
lost it, right? Yeah, I told you this new Sal wasn't going to last.
He couldn't keep
I'm just
it up.
cracking. It's not Christine. I'm just. I'm cracking.
getting to you.
Yeah, it's fucking getting to
It's
me. You know
hitting
what?
you.
And I feel really bad about what happened to you and her.
Drink after the show today.
And Claudia, you're not a cunt and a pig, but I'm saying that out of anger that people, and I apologize, people use that emotional friend excuse and put it
Well, what
on
do
the
you mean
guy.
people? What people are you referring-
Women. Enough of this emotional friend
women.
bullshit. Just stop it already. Cut it out. Just look in the mirror and say, I fucking betrayed this guy. And you know what? I fucked up. And why don't you ask him what he needs to fucking do to get the marriage back together? What?
Wait a second, Sal.
Well, we're divorced. There's nothing getting back together. at this
You were
point.
the one who said that it was your fault.
And
I know, and I do have a lot of faults, but you know what? I'm at a point now where I'm sick and tired of this fault horse shit. I am cracking, like you
Or
said.
something happened, didn't it?
I don't know. I don't
What
know,
happened?
dude. Nothing happened. I'm fucking.
Why the change in Sal? all of a
Sal,
sudden?
everybody understands what you're saying. Right. I mean, I know.
It's exactly what you said, Howard.
Sal-
that he's been jumping through hoops.
Dude, right. I'm sick of jumping. I'm fucking tired. My back legs are ready to give out from jumping through these fucking hoops.
Sal,
You know what I mean?
Will ripped you for but made these exact points.
But Will did make it. No, Will made a point. People left behind my back because I want to save my marriage. I still want to save my marriage.
Well, this doesn't sound like saving marriage talk.
Well-
It sounds like all the bitterness is starting to come
Well,
out.
I'm starting to again. I'm talking about my.
You're
end.
angry, aren't you?
I'm angry. That's
You're
it. I'm
angry
angry,
that-
and I'm
Maybe
and,
he has to get that out in order to move past it.
and I'm not saying all women.
Sim, by the way, really bad idea having you in.
Really?
Yeah, okay,
I'm
go ahead.
I tried to tell you yesterday, but
Robin
you
was
didn't
right.
go
It's
through with
great
it.
to meet you, though.
Really
There's no
bad
love
idea.
connection to Sim.
Really bad idea.
Claudia,
If I was Robin, I would not date you.
Claudia, you really are. You were a good sport then. I apologize, and I don't mean to put it on you.
What are
but
we going to find
the thing
out?
is,
What are we going to find out after the break?
I have to look into myself over the break and figure out what I want.
I don't think anything sexual happened
Sal,
between
get
Sal
new
and this
bank
girl.
accounts.
But I mean, if I was,
No.
I'd be upset if someone did that to my wife. Fuck the sex.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
wait a second. So let me bring to you this. Is it excusable then that he was doing the same thing to me? I mean, we mutually drifted apart. There was no communication in the marriage.
Claudia, wait a second.
Well, you guys
we're
are
talking
divorced.
about what? We're getting off track.
Right.
Okay.
Sal, you are going to be evaluating over the break. You were telling me that you are at your breaking point, that you have been jumping through hoops to make your wife happy, and suddenly it's hitting you, why am I doing all this? It's too difficult for me.
Well, you know what's happened.
What needs to, what's happened?
He was in shock when this whole thing first
Right.
came down.
Like a car accident.
He didn't feel his own feelings. He simply went into repair mode. And now that there's been some time and he's been working on this, and he really is beginning to say to himself, wait a minute, I was wronged here, you know, and the question is, will Sal be able to have his own voice inside this marriage?
So what I'm saying is that I recognize my faults. She needs to recognize her faults.
Absolutely, that's what you're
And
saying.
if I'm making a commitment, I'm not giving it 110%. I'm giving it 120%. And if I'm going and going and going, I need to see something. I need to see some sort of signs. I don't want to live under a checklist. You know, like, oh, wow, you were nice today. You didn't complain. You helped with the kids. I'm not an employee. I'm your husband.
I agree with you. That's the worst.
And
that's
if
what
I'm
I
going to
said
be a
would
fucking
be the trap.
and I love my kids and they're everything to me, man. And my wife is everything to me. But I'm not going to live like an employee. I want to live like a man.
That's the way that I was treated in Army.
That's what I'm going through.
Shut up, Claudia. I'm talking to Sal now.
Yeah.
And
nobody gives a shit about your
marriage is over.
I'm getting a little turned on.
Every move that I make, every action that I have.
Yeah, I had to hang up on her.
Every move that I make, every action that I have, even with the aggression with you, I apologize, is all basically a product of my love for my wife and my children. Everything. This anger is it's my commitment to my family. And it's crazy. It drives you fucking nuts. And I don't know what to do, Howard. But you know what? I'm not going to be a doormat either. I'm not going to live that way. You know? I just want to give my family the best I can. If that means I'm out the door, then I'm out the door. And if it means we can work it out, then we'll work it out. That's all I could do. That's it, man. I just want to make it work, brother. No offense, Artie.
Robin's giving me eyes.
Sim, you really need to shut up. Sal's just fucking opened his heart up.
Right.
Sim might be the creepiest guy ever.
He has problems. He has major problems.
All right, I think I understand what you're saying.
That's it.
I think this had to happen for any. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't live bottled up either. You're gonna have now. You have to find a compromise, man.
Well, that's what I was saying. That you know, is Sal only going to be the one who's always working to make it work, or is he going to have an equal say in the marriage about what his problems
Where are we
are?
at now? Like every day, your wife kind of says to you, "Well, I'm not going to have sex with you necessarily, but you've done better."
Yeah, that's still there.
At the end of the day, she gives you an A+ or a B+, depending on how you did.
Not technically,
words,
but right. Emotionally, you feel that. I feel that.
And everything you do is now up. This is for the checklist. It's not just what you want to do.
Right. I'm just not getting any no affection back. You know what I mean? The affection seems very robotic. It's almost a sympathetic thing. Like, you know, is sex really sex, or sex is like something like
it's also a rebuilding process,
right?
Sal, you gotta allow that to rebuild. So it's probably not going to feel organic at first.
It doesn't, but
you want it to happen fast, and it's not happening so fast. You gotta be patient.
That's what my therapist said. You have to be patient.
You've been in a bad state for a lot of years.
Yeah, you can't just win some chick back in a week.
But this is exactly where the breakdown comes, Fred, because men don't have that kind of patience that women want them to have. You know,
nobody does.
She's trying to impress him that, this really hurt me, and you're going to have to climb a mountain. You're going to have to climb Everest to get to me.
And you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah.
If I know
what mount
at the top.
Everest.
What mount?
Everest.
What? Say again? What?
Mount Everest.
Right. Go ahead. Yes.
I don't mind climbing Mount Everest, provided that I know that my wife is like a foot behind me, ready to save me.
No, she's at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you know,
where
with a
she
foot
is.
hanging
Right
out.
now, she's watching you.
So that's it, man.
And you're saying, look, could you throw me a Sherpa, something?
You want to know something? Your wife isn't feeling love for you right now, maybe. And the fact is, you're going to have to do a lot more hoop jumping in order to win her back.
That's the deal.
And that's the way it's going to be.
But when 6 weeks goes by, and you know,
6 weeks.
Yep, 6 weeks.
I'll tell you, she'll tell you this has been going on for years with her.
No, but I'm saying within the past 6 weeks that have gone by, and
it don't work that way.
I know, I'm putting a lot of energy in. It's hard.
That's why I said you're going to crack. You're not going to be able to do it.
See, that's why I hate to bring this up.
I'm not going to crack
because of what happened after my bullshit with the heroin. And Dana had every fucking reason to be pissed. I felt like I sort of ended it because I felt like I was going to be living under a checklist. Exactly what you were saying. Like, I'm going to get a grade every day, and I refused to live like that. I said, I can't live with you.
That's right.
Wanting me to jump through hoops. I'm not that kind of man. Some men are. Some men can deal with that. I'm not that kind of guy. Clearly, you're not either. So I had to break it off, and it was really horrible to do that, to leave this woman that I really fell in love with. But I fucked up, and she wasn't going to forgive me that quick. I didn't have time.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine breaking that up with 3 little Artie Lange running around the house?
Yeah, but can I tell you something? I want to tell you something. Artie's right, and I'm going to tell you something. Here's the thing: you got kids. Artie had a different situation, but it's the same situation in the sense that like he would have had to put in lots of time proving to Dana that he's a good man, and who knows if she could ever really trust him. You know, it's a lot of ifs. Right. All right. So you got 3 kids. You're doing the right thing,
and that's major.
The thing is, though, is Sal. The Sal I know going to be able to do this 2 years down the line. Let me tell you something. I've fucked up relationships with people in my life. I'm talking about really important people in my life. Right. And sometimes it takes years to repair. They give you a chance. They come back a little bit. Then they go away.
But yeah,
come back, go away.
And sometimes there's no coming back, right?
That's right.
Timetable. You can't. You're not in charge of the timetable.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this blow up, man. It's part of the process, and she's got to realize that. And I still respect you for making it work with the kid. The kids are major. I agree with you. So this is part of it.
But dude, you're in for the long haul. Yeah. You know,
I am.
Artie could look at the situation and say, hey, okay, I don't have kids with this woman. I do love her.
We're not married.
I'm not going to sit there and fucking bust my balls, stop watching the game, you know, go to the ballet or whatever the fuck the checklist was.
Dana not do heroin.
Not do
heroin. A little bit more
of
a point.
I have 2 questions for Sal.
Go ahead, Fred.
That was my fault.
How long are you willing to be in this state before you say enough is enough?
Well,
because if it's 6 weeks, that's not a long time.
The thing is that I'm willing to go as long as I can. I'm giving it everything. I need to see something back.
You're talking to someone too, like your own therapist or whatever?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen a therapist alone, but with her.
What you're waiting to see back is affection, and for her to start loving you again. She's still probably, I mean, I can't speak for Christine, but she's probably still wrapped up in the emotional friend, having to give that up. In order for you to become that guy, the new exciting guy in her life, dude, it takes fucking years.
And you're gonna have to give up your looking for results.
Yeah, forget the results.
Yeah, you cannot
like a whole new relationship.
Starting this.
Yeah, you got to woo her like she's some chick you just met, and you're
like
trying to win her.
Pam Anderson.
Yeah.
20.
And I believe me, Howard, I am, man.
And you got to keep doing it.
And I'm doing, you know.
And if you can't handle it, that's when it's all going to fall.
You know how women
you got to ask yourself how committed you are. If you're already looking like, you know, like there's a limitation.
Well, it's not. You know what? It's not a limitation, Fred. It's a frustration. Frustration is setting in.
You're frustrated.
And I blew up. And I blew up here because I don't blow up at home because I am at home. You know, I'm Mr. Mom and the happy daddy. You know, I'm leave it to be.
But let me ask you something. Do you feel? Let me ask you a question. This is a good question.
I'm glad it was me.
Do you feel that because you're now Sal, the guy who's working to win her over, is she taking advantage of that?
I feel a little bit like a doormat, yeah, and I have to balance that out. I have to, but that's the hardest thing.
Well, do you
like I don't want to rock the boat?
Do you think she?
But I want to make her happy.
I want to make you happy, but please don't take advantage of me.
Do you say that when you're in the presence of the therapist that I'm working really hard and I'm feeling like a doormat? See, you got to start talking, Sal.
I haven't got to that point yet. The problem I have now, Howard, is that I'm looking for that affection, that love back, which is so important to me, because that's what I felt I lost most.
But physical affection, too, is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You want sex.
But believe it or not, even a creep like me would be great to have just little signs of you know.
It ain't going to happen right away.
I know.
Yeah. And guys and women are different, dude. It's like,
but you know what,
sex, they want closeness.
In her mind, you betrayed her by leaving her, in a sense.
What you're missing, she would love to see that this is getting to you that much. She would love to hear that her reaction to you has an effect on you.
Well, in therapy, I said that. We went out Saturday night for dinner. So I tried to do I really tried, believe it or not, to look as good as I could. I mean, I really put extra effort. I spent
more makeup,
everything. Really,
literally. The raccoon eyes.
Everything. The raccoon eyes.
Trim up that magician beard.
Extra moves. I trimmed down the magician beard. I got a new groomer from Sharper Image. I'm not kidding. You guys hit it all on the head. And I looked as good as I could. And she
watched that your asshole was so.
I wet wiped it after a crap, you know. Right. Did the sphincter hole.
Cleaned your foreskin.
By the way, Beth said to me the other day, I'm going to get a new bar soap. I don't want, because you probably had that soap up your asshole. And I said, so what?
Right, that's what soap's for.
Wash it off a little.
A soap don't get dirty.
Right.
Separate soap.
Yeah, we're down to separate soap, see?
So I told every woman there's a majority of the things in this apartment I've had up my ass.
All right, but go ahead,
So I do it all up, you know, and then boom, she looks spectacular, and I can't wait to tell her. She really does. She looks stunning. And I want to say, honey, you look beautiful. And first thing I see, I'm ready to say that. She says to me, what, no T-shirt tonight? First words out of her, you know what I mean?
All right.
And I'm like...
You say, no, honey, I purposely didn't because I know you don't like it.
And I wanted to say... and here's frustrating Sal here amongst friends. I want to say, oh yeah? Did you say no fucking T-shirt to that other fucking piece of shit behind my back when he walked out with his fat fucking ass? Did you say no T-shirt to him? Huh? While I'm working all fucking day? No, you didn't say that. You're probably busy on these going. You didn't have no time to look at a fucking T-shirt.
That's what you
probably
wanted
wiped
to
your
say.
mouth off on that fucking T-shirt.
Well,
that's what I wanted to say, but that's not the right thing to say.
How do you know? Of course it's not. How do you know he wears T-shirts? Probably doesn't.
Yeah, but listen,
Probably a lot cooler than you are.
So I go to therapy.
The wondering if there was physical involvement was killing you.
But then the but the thing is,
before. He's
the
now
thing
up
is,
to the point of it does matter.
the thing is, Howard, it's created a tremendous amount of insecurity on me. I go on the road, I have women hit on me. I told my wife that. I have women blatantly say,
I've seen it.
And the thing is, and I turn it down, and it's hard, and I let my wife know that. And here I am trying to look as good as I could, ready to
and
tell her
then
she
you
looks
realize
beautiful.
that these women would adore you, too.
Right, and they would, you know, and they don't know the real me, but maybe from the show or whatever, but it's just nice to know that somebody there is willing to be physical with you.
So instead of being physical with them, you put ketchup on them instead.
And French fries.
Right,
Yeah.
because you're
that's another
angry.
way. But that, so I said to the therapist, I say to the therapist, I've developed a tremendous insecurity with her. I'm living in a house with somebody I love, but I feel kind of like not worthy around her anymore, you know? So it's a combination of all that, working hard, and then on top of working hard, not feeling like your wife is attracted to you. I feel like fucking Quasimodo in my own home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So
Howard,
it's tough.
The question
sucks.
all the guys have out in the office, which is what Will sort of brought up on the wrap-up show, maybe he was a little harsh, is your wife taking any level of responsibility in any portion of this?
Yes, she is.
It
but
sounds
again,
like you're
I can't,
carrying it on your shoulders
as a gentleman,
alone.
As a gentleman, and as a father and a family man, I can't answer for her without being here. I can only express my frustrations.
Is she taking some responsibility?
And the bigger question
to
is,
me, a small amount.
Is she taking enough responsibility for you? That's the question.
He just said no. He said it's a small amount.
In my
that's
opinion.
a problem.
Right. Well, that's why I'm here, Gary.
I don't believe the guys in the back room stopped laughing long enough there.
I think I have a
That
pretty
was
good
very
question here.
articulate through
Who
all the
suggested
laughter.
you guys go to therapy?
Me.
Oh.
This is what happened. The day I busted her, I said, here's the deal. You can either leave with him, and I'm going to leave now, because I'm not going to live like this, or you can give him a call, end it in front of me, and we go to therapy to fix both of our lives up.
Right. And how did she react when you told her to do that?
She said, fine, I will call him, and we will go to therapy.
So that's that. You
But
should
didn't
take
she
that
ask
as a
the
positive
therapist?
sign.
Didn't she ask you in therapy she wanted to go back and things with him in person?
Yes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And she felt like I felt like a father figure instead of as a husband, saying that, you know, I didn't.
What husband's going to allow you to go back with some guy and break up?
And you know what?
Are you sure there's no more contact with her? With that guy?
I hope
not.
Are you sure? You're not sure?
No, I'm pretty sure.
But not sure.
You're never sure, but according to everything,
that's what's killing you.
Right.
And
Well,
to me, you got to see if
it's not. You know what's killing me? It's just the trust issue is harder now.
Right, of course.
So you're never ever sure.
And can I just tell you
I'm 99.9% sure right now she isn't, but you're always going to live with that fucking thing in the back of your head saying, you know, is it happening again?
Hold on. Sal and I talk, and I would never say anything that you wouldn't want to say, but there's things that Sal has told me that don't make him as positive nothing happened. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So that doubt's in his head. And I always said to him, unless the therapist, unless you and your wife and the therapist, to me, I don't do therapy, but that's got to be the first thing. You got to get it on the table.
Yeah, you got to come clean in therapy about your feelings. And I got to tell you something. You know, this is going to be a tough one to put together.
Because
You're
I
working
see
hard.
that Sal is trying to be Mr. Perfect, Everywhere, even in therapy, I'll bet he's trying to say all the right
And don't be so
things.
perfect.
And that's not how you get
talk about
there.
how you feel. Talk about how angry you are.
Sometimes it's okay to give your feelings, even though you know they're wrong. Like this is how I feel. I'm not saying it's right, but that's how.
But the problem is therapy is to teach you how to work through your feelings with each other.
But like last week, I was in therapy, and I started snowballing, and I had the ball of emotion going, and there was an explosion, and time went up, and we were erect till 2 in the morning. I slept for 2 hours. And sometimes I find that those issues, to me, maybe they're not worth it.
How about this,
it's so
Sal?
draining.
Sal, what do you say to the therapist next time? You know what? That kept us up till 2 o'clock in the morning. What are we supposed to do when we get to a point like that?
Yeah, ask those questions. Boy, Robin, you should be married, Robin. No wonder the Sim wants her.
I don't know. See, but you're trying...
Robin, can I go out to dinner with you tonight?
See, I think Sal's trying to give... You're trying to... As a man, it's so hard for us to figure out what she gave up and not having this emotional friend. Like, what was he supplying? A lot of men can't figure that out, so you're trying to give her your version, guy's version of what an emotional friend is. A lot of times we don't fucking know.
That's
who even knows? Like, you're going around acting all wimpy, thinking that's what she wants. Like, you're acting like a girlfriend to her. Who knows? Maybe she wants you to throw her up against the wall and fuck her. I don't know.
This is why marriage sucks, because people change over time.
Well, the problem is it's not so much a wimpy thing. It's weird when you're
acting like a maid.
Well,
you think that's what your wife wants?
Act like a man. It's a good
act like a man.
You know, that guy never washed a dish.
That's right.
You never know.
That was also 1948, Robin.
But the thing is that it's not so much being a maid.
No, I'm talking about the emotional friend. He was giving her something other than these chores.
Right.
Sal is giving her.
Right.
Don't say it, Artie.
Sal thinks doing chores. Sal thinks doing chores is what she wants.
It's not doing chores, Howard. The chore part is a small portion in the whole picture. Chores is helping out. Chores is me showing my appreciation for her hard work as a mother. Okay, that's my point. So I'm contributing there. Like, give me something
still,
back.
What was that emotional friend doing?
I don't know.
He was listening. That's what they want us to do is listen.
And one thing women will never understand. I fell in love with Christine. I saw her in the high school cafeteria in my college, and I said before I met her, that's the girl I'm going to marry, and I did. It was my heart speaking. Anybody else at this point in their life, and my wife's an attractive lady, will fucking piss in her ear until she comes in her shorts. They'll say whatever it takes to get down their pants. It's a fucking cheap, fucking manipulative.
So maybe you need to say whatever it takes to get in her pants.
But don't you think it's your job to develop a trust with her? Guys are always going to say shit in her ear.
But Gary, I am.
No, I know.
I am. I mean, I'm doing everything. I'm giving her the trust. I'm laying off of her. Sometimes I deliberately stay away, Howard, just to give her that.
See, this is going to be weird to you, but she wants a guy who's going to agree with her that you're a big schmuck.
Exactly. And
so why don't you agree with her that you're an asshole?
She knows that. I did agree. We laid in bed that night, 2 o'clock in the morning. I said to her, you married an asshole.
That's good.
No kidding, Howard. I'm as honest as you can.
I don't think that's good, Howard.
Maybe that's what she wants to hear.
Maybe it's good for the show for me saying it,
but she's not in the right place either. There has to be a point where she forgives Sal, and he stops.
Forgives him for what?
Forgives him. Oh, here we go. You're still stuck with she had an emotional friend.
It's a huge hurdle to get over. Am I crazy?
Okay.
Is that not an enormous hurdle?
Gary, wait a minute. Right now, the situation is Christine feels she's right, and Sal needs to do something for her because he forced her into that situation. I'm just telling you how she feels.
It's like saying that Joey Buttafuoco pissed off Amy and that made her go pull a trigger.
And Gary,
everybody's responsible for their own actions.
But this is the reason why.
But I know what Robin's saying. Let me explain it to you. Christine feels Sal checked out of the marriage a long time ago.
Right.
Got it.
So she got through it the way she could, and she got caught up in getting affection elsewhere. So if this is going to be repaired, she's got to feel like Sal is the most happening, wonderful thing in her life. And the fact of the matter
And
is,
the only way she's going to get
Sal's-
to that is to forgive him for abandoning her in the
That's
first
right.
place.
And Sal's going to have to forgive her.
Right, but doesn't that have to go on together? It doesn't sound like
but
that.
finally the fucking guy is coming to the realization that he's angrier than he thought he was.
He's just starting to come around.
Right. But you know what, though,
Now she's gotta
Howard?
come around.
You know what, Fred, Howard, Robin, and Gary, and Artie? The truth of the matter is that if she gave me something back by now, Howard, I wouldn't have this frustration.
Yes, but she's still
you know
not
what I
at
mean?
a place where she can. That's
She
what I'm telling
considers
you.
staying with you is giving back.
I'll tell you what Sal said earlier. It's probably
you
what
a chance.
it's probably one of the most painful parts of a marriage because I've been down that road. There's nothing.
Dude, she wants to be with the emotional friend. She's just staying there and struggling with you is her giving something to you. That's the way she sees it. I know how these broads think.
Oh, I know. They're all crazy.
But she's not crazy.
I know,
She feels she's giving up something for you.
I know.
She's giving up a real shot at happiness, maybe. And you feel the same thing. So the fact that you're doing this for the kids, and also you guys have a sense of history, and also you're madly attracted to your wife, that's all good shit. So go in there, talk to the fucking therapist, and get through it. And the fact of the matter is that if you crack and you can't take it anymore and you can't take being a different kind of Sal, it ain't going to work. She wants
But you
to...
also have, when you say committed, really mean it, or just say I'm committed for the short term.
I'm not going through the motions, Robin.
I'm not saying that.
I am committed.
But you keep looking around to see if you're making progress.
Dude, she ain't... Let me tell you how bad this can get. You think after 6 weeks it was going to be all fixed.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
Like gonorrhea.
Like you figured, like in 6 weeks, okay, she's gonna blow me, this and that, the other thing.
It'll be it'll be on.
She might even be saying to herself right now, you know what? I'm not gonna blow this guy. I don't even. You know what? Maybe I want him to leave. You know, I don't know what I
She's
want
also
from
trying to
this.
sort out
That's right.
what she wants now.
She ain't
'cause,
ready to
this
start.
is all new stuff.
She ain't ready to be, hot for you. So the fact of the
So go
matter
to work
is,
every day and torture yourself until she figures out what you
right?
want.
That's what. So it might be like in the next year, it might be like, all right, we had a couple of good nights. She blew me. I ate her out. Then, like a year from now, maybe you'll get a little better. It could be. You're talking about.
You know how it happens?
Long term.
It happens when you don't expect it.
Right.
That you'll put in the time, you won't see any progress at all, and then one of these days, you two will have a great night together.
I know a
and
dude.
It'll shoot you light years
Well, she said
ahead.
that. Robin's right. But she said that in therapy.
That's
she said,
right.
She goes, I don't want fabricated, manufactured lovemaking. I want it to be natural.
She doesn't want a timetable. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you how this can go.
I don't want
know
a
dude-
timetable either. I want to fuck her now.
Yeah, but I know a dude.
You're like to get it right out of the way.
His marriage was shitty, his whole marriage. It wasn't until he got about 60 years old the two of them rediscovered each other. I'm not shitting you. And he goes, this is the best thing that I stuck it out with this broad. Because we look crazy about each other.
What are the odds of that, though?
A million to one.
Right.
But it happens.
It happens.
I know, and
It's like a lottery winner.
I've spoken to people too that has happened to. Like people who I've known said, guess what? 3 years ago we were in your boat. I'm like, you too? The most lovey-dovey. And it happens, and that's what I'm shooting for.
All right, but dude, you got to be in for the long haul. Like,
Right, for the long haul.
Artie hit it on the head. Dude, when he said, hey, I looked over the situation, he said, I'd have to really work at this fucking relationship with Dana for like, who knows how long.
But there's a big difference between being married and just being a simple relationship.
I know, but
They've
Artie
got
hit
a
it on the
history,
head.
They've got kids. It's much easier to walk
Artie
away
said he didn't have as
and
much
slam the door.
investment.
No, that's what Artie's saying. He says, you got a different situation.
Exactly.
You might have to put in the hard work.
Does your wife
It's tough
have
work.
female friends that are kind of advising her or anything like that?
They're all married, and they're all supportive for both of us, like you guys are,
Right.
like everybody here is. They're rooting for both of us.
All right, because sometimes they can be unhelpful toward the marriage.
Right,
That
here's what I
sounds like
learned.
something the Sim went through to cheat.
Yeah, apparently he had a whole gang against
All right,
him.
look, Sim, I like you. You're a
Okay,
fan. You're a loyal fan. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I see you with Robin.
I'm sorry. I was hoping maybe something could happen here.
No,
but,
you weren't. Don't
Sim,
be silly. You're
Sim,
a goofball.
the truth is this your segment was so bad. Howard sent me a note.
I
Come
know,
in
yeah.
and flip
It's
out
gonna
and
be
save the
heated
show.
immediately, yeah,
So I'm done, and everything I just said was phony.
Thank you.
Thank
You've been
you.
punked, asshole.
Thank you, Sal. Thank you.
Wow, he was. It took me a little aback at first. I wasn't quite sure what he was going on about because I really didn't mean anything, bad. Or when I said that they had fun with my ex-wife because they kind of stuck her head in a garbage can and put some ketchup and mustard on her, and it was,
But that led to an entire blow up, an entire segment.
Yeah, he was really just. I mean, he had his eyes were watering, and you could see him kind of choking up, and it was moving, yeah. And Robin was making eyes at me the whole time. It was kind of nice.
Well, you had a front row seat and you sort of ignited that entire argument. You sort of, because it's something you've gone through personally.
I can cause these things to happen with people. I can be very divisive.
Do you feel at any point between what you brought up between Sal and your wife, and then just Howard seemed displeased with your attempt the entire time? It seemed like you were getting cock-blocked the entire segment.
I don't know, maybe a little. I mean, they're just sort of goof on me, and see how I can take it. Because if you're going to be in the Howard Stern environment, you got to be able to stand up to that sort of thing. And
right, you're a big fan.
First time, and so, I was trying not to come across like a fanboy or anything like that either. So it was a little hard to kind of get into the whole spirit at first when I first walked in. But
will this end your conquest of Robin?
Yeah, probably. I think. I can see the writing on the wall. I'm not going to stalk her or anything like that. So I'll move on to bigger and better things. I think she's not worthy of the sim, and she made that clear, and that's fine.
All right. Best of luck to you, Sim.
Thanks.
Sal, you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Talk to me for a second.
I just figured out an excuse on what to tell my wife that we just punked the sim.
Do you think this was a blessing in disguise at all, Sal, that you were able to just vent and tongue Lisa's ear?
Stop it, come on.
No, for real though, this was a necessary evil for you to get out?
Yeah, it seemed that way, right?
It was provoked in a weird way though.
Yeah, I mean, a guy making an accusation like that. I mean, you heard it, right? Did it sound like he was?
It did.
Like, who the hell? I'm going through so much right now, and I don't need a guy making some accusation that I was fucking around with his wife in the green room. That's like crazy,
Right, that would set you back and all your therapy back, a million years, so to speak. But now that you realize what he was saying wasn't true.
What's that?
Now that you realize what he was saying wasn't exactly what you thought it was, or wasn't the truth, and it led to this whole rap. How are you feeling now that you got some
better?
You feel like you a little bit relieved?
Yeah, I feel relieved.
No, is it going to be all right though, Sal? I mean, you guys discussed a lot of things.
Embarrassing moment.
Ronnie ran in there.
I know.
Yeah, are there any ill feelings towards the sim right now?
It's crazy. I am like the least violent person in the world. That's what really bothers me. That's how fucked up this thing is making me. Like, I don't do that. I don't threaten to punch people in the face and stuff. That's not a way to handle things. And that's what's killing me about this, that it's twisting my fucking head.
Well, it's a heavy topic, and you're obviously hugely invested in this thing.
Gary's a good man. Gary's my Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters.
I'm old and shriveled?
No.
That was a tough one today. It was a tough one, but that's good.
It is.
It's a good thing. You gotta be upfront with yourself. This is that's what Will was trying to say the other day. He said it in a very hurtful way,
right?
And that's why it didn't sink in at first. But that's what he meant. Like, you're doing all the work. It feels like
right.
It's okay.
And I know you've been saying that a lot. And I kept.
But it's like what I said there. Even if you know you're wrong, like you can say, "This is the way I feel. I know it's not right, but it's the fucking way I feel." It's okay to say that.
Right.
So Gary, this was a blessing in disguise in a weird way.
I think so.
I really do. I want to ask his opinion. How would you think Christine should take today's segment?
Well, she's probably not going to take it well, but she's also probably, you got to let her understand that it was unintentional and that it's from the heart. It's the way that you feel. Maybe doing it on the air wasn't the best way, but maybe
we triggered it by insinuating.
Right. So maybe we can take this into therapy and use it in a positive way. That's the way. That's the angle. I mean, you didn't get up this morning and say, "I'm going to go on the air and blow up and cry and say all the shit that I'm going to say." You did. I know that wasn't your intention, and I know that you probably now that we've broken your balls a bit, even stopped a second before you went in. But you couldn't help yourself. It happened, and again, it's how you feel. I mean, you can't hold back how you feel.
Put on him. Because he's got big fat arms and like that'll
And
look,
that crazy watch he was wearing looked ridiculous.
Yeah, and he often wears shit that looks like that. So the one guy I could think, and he saw it, he was like, "Oh my God!"
He loved it.
I'm putting this on right away.
I feel like Cinderella. The battery doesn't even work, but I've still been wearing it. I love it.
Oh, so just
I'll get the battery changed out.
Yeah.
Oh, you had it so long the battery ran out.
Yeah, in fact, I had taken it to a jeweler and got the battery all worked up and everything cleaned and all that, and I guess it ran out since then because for a couple of bucks they'll just
Oh yeah, we're right by Jewelry Row. So.
I feel bad giving you a watch that doesn't work.
No, it's great. I love it. Thank you, Howard.
Hey, look, he's wearing it and it doesn't even work. And then I was thinking, Sal will get jealous and.
You better go back to that drawer and see if there's something in there for him.
No, I emptied it out.
No pee porn for Sal or anything?
No. That was the drawer. Look at him. He's so happy with it.
Yeah, it looks good on
I think it looks cool, yeah.
All right, man. Go ahead. Go sit and if someone asks you the time, tell them, make up a number.
It's 10:15.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything else?
Yes, fans of the rapper called 𝗦𝗫𝗄 have started an online petition to get the artist on the Howard
What is it,
Stern
Ronnie?
Show.
Ronnie wants to say something. What do you know?
When you gave him that watch yesterday, you know how a horse prances around, like showing off everything? He was prancing around with that watch yesterday. Like, unbelievable.
Oh, really? I
Look
didn't want
what Howard gave me.
Oh, really?
Oh, Sal must have been crying his eyes out yesterday.
I didn't want to even I didn't think Richard. I thought Richard would know enough not to make a big deal about it.
Oh, he's prancing around with that thing. Forget about it.
I went on Twitter.
Oh shit! Because I know Sal goes into a major funk, because those two guys think of themselves as one person.
And you're supposed to treat them the same. It's almost like with kids where, if you had twins, you got to get them both the same thing.
Dude, I thought you'd know enough not to say anything.
Ronnie walked in the room right after you gave it to me.
Oh, really?
We were talking. I wasn't prancing around.
But does Sal know? Sal is aware.
Well, Sal came into the room right after you had left, so it was hard to avoid not telling him.
So you told him the truth. Was he freaked out?
No, he was surprised, but if he was freaked out, he hid it pretty good.
Let Sal wear it for an hour a day.
Okay.
If you don't mind. Or split it between the two of you. No, it's really weird giving you something, and then in fact, I walked by to make sure Sal wasn't in your little room yet, because if he was, I would have felt funny giving it to you in front of him.
But he saw you walk out of my room.
I know, he caught us at the end there.
Yeah.
I just thought you'd keep your mouth shut.
The jig was up. Well, you gave me something a few years ago that I never told a soul, and then but you brought it up on the air.
What was that?
The TV.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I had this TV.
Uh-huh.
Really nice. White, flat screen, whole thing, man.
50-inch.
Yeah, and I was just like,
A 50-inch?
Yeah. I still use it. It's awesome.
And I was like, I'm going to give this to Richard. He's doing a good job, and he's a good dude and everything. And then I went, oh, shit. Then I get the whole Sal factor,
This is your second gift?
Yeah.
No, you did something nice for me, too.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
You got me a rotisserie.
Yeah.
It was about the size of a shoe fucking box.
Went
right in the garbage.
Don't feel great.
What was the rotisserie? Oh, somebody must have sent it in.
Yeah, somebody sent it in.
I got the same one,
You told me you wanted it.
It was nice, but as soon as I brought it home, I have to tell you, my wife goes, where are we going to put that? And I'm like, up your ass. And then I went,
I just said, do you guys want this before I throw it out?
You gave me one, too.
Did you ever use it?
I think I did, yeah. But then we moved, and I haven't got to set it up again.
Yeah. And when I gave Richard the watch, I just knew it would look good on Richard.
No, I don't like watches.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I bought Richard a watch for Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's big on watches.
Do you have some makeup or hairspray for Sal?
Yeah, Sal
or a bar of soap for you redneck hillbilly pile of shit.
Well, anyway, Sal, I gave it to him. It was something I thought of him.
Yeah, that's fine. I really I don't hold it.
So don't go fucking crying.
I'm not. It's all good.
I would have never said a word, Howard. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, can I ask Sal a quick question?
Sure. Go ahead, doll.
No, your face, like your tan coloring, looks uneven. Are you wearing weird makeup again?
I'm wearing fake bake, and in the morning it's hard for me to see. My wife doesn't want me to spray it in the house now because it got all over the toilet bowl seat.
Fake bake?
Yeah, it's great spray. It's really good.
Dude, what are you doing?
Well, what happens
You're a man.
is it's dark out in the morning. I get up at 4. So now I have to go in the backyard, and I spray myself in the reflection of the window.
It's that important to you to look a certain way?
Well, once you get a little color, I like to blend it in, so...
Once you get a little color, I like to blend it in.
Yeah, well, I got a little tan last week, and then the tan starts to fade, and then I get depressed when my tan fades. So I want to maintain it, but I don't want the sun too much.
Do you spray
sun.
your arms, too, and everything?
No, I don't.
It seems to all be evenly matched.
No.
Did you get a tattoo? Well, that's right.
Yeah, me and my kids on the beach.
You know, when Ant was in here, was it Ant, I think, that got...
Can you believe Sal, like, sprays his face?
Out in the backyard. I mean, like, it makes a big difference.
Sal, why wouldn't you wait till you came here and do it in light and a mirror?
You guys would make fun of me. I only have hairspray here. That's the only thing I can.
Oh my God, he fills our office up with that hairspray. I can't even breathe.
Dude, you barely have any hair left. I mean, why hairspray? Like, what? Like, is your hair really?
He's freaking out about his hair too.
Because I barely have any hair left. What I do is I comb in the front, and then I just shellac it down with as much spray as possible.
You're not going to use Rogaine or something?
Nah.
You're at the point though. If you got hair transplants now, maybe.
It might work because it's hair, you know.
What are you going to do? You're going to be a fully bald guy soon.
Gives a shit.
How old are you?
40.
So you had hair till you're 40. I mean, you know what? It might just stay like that, too.
I think it will. They say that at the age of 40, it gradually gets less and less as far as falling out.
Yeah. Like my brother-in-law lost some hair in the back, and I just figured he was going fully bald, and he just lost the hair in the back. He never lost it in the front.
It's weird.
You know?
I'm losing my hair, but I gotta watch. Distracts
It's
people.
so depressing when you go to the hair salon too, because I remember they used to dig away like, you know, they would take a weed whacker to my head and it would just grow back like a chia pet.
Right.
Now it's just like, don't touch the top. You know, they don't even cut the top anymore, just the back and the side.
I don't know, but I mean, you've got hair.
Yeah,
I think you're all right.
For 40 years old, I'm okay.
You know what he's self-conscious about is his neck, like under his chin. He wants to get that removed.
Is that why you grow the hair there to sort of hide?
Well, I make a jawline with my beard. I'm a faggot. I'm a fag,
man. I mean, you spray on tan on your face, man, dude. That's just very, very odd.
Well, I researched it, and this fake bake is supposed to be really good.
Fake bake. I researched it.
Do you still go to the salon, tanning salon?
No more salons because, you know, they're cancerous.
And like the shit you're spraying on your face could also
what's
be...
in the fake bake?
I don't know, but when I blow my nose, it's like black. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's good.
Oh, you did a lot of research.
Yeah.
You know what? Who else? It's talking to this mom who took thalidomide. She did a lot of research, too. Baby has one arm.
You know what he said he wants
half
to...
a foot.
You know what he does, too, that he said...
Take it easy. What are you doing? You give him a fucking watch, he sells me out. Oh, my God.
What's he do?
He sits there puffing that fake cigarette all day, you know, the electronic one. And, and somebody, Lisa G, came in one day and told him, she goes, you know, they're doing a lot of studies on those, saying they're really dangerous. And as he's puffing, he goes, yeah, I'll have to look into that.
because it's a chemical in the fake cigarette, right?
Yeah.
You know, I irritated my penis with that chemical.
Well, how so?
Sometimes I put so much of the liquid in there, it drips out of the cigarette sometimes. So I was taking a leak, and I wouldn't wash my hands before I took a piss.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my dick got really red and itchy and crazy, and I thought I had a disease. I went down to the clinic. I got tested. I had to go to a urologist.
Yeah.
It was they wanted to give me a CT scan. They sonogrammed all my organs and everything else.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I saw this other doctor who realized that it was a combination of that stuff, because I put 2 and 2 together, and I told him about it, and I think it got out of my pee hole because I developed prostatitis.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
so why are you inhaling it?
I don't know.
You fucking lunatic. You're better off with a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
You're telling me you're inhaling the stuff that affected your penis that way?
Yeah, because it gets all over my
it
fingers.
couldn't be bad for your lungs, then.
No, his dick is addicted to cigarettes.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know, the
Sherlock Governale putting his head together with the doctor, and they figured out
I
that
came up with the solution to this question.
Dude, if that, you're telling me your dick got infected.
Yeah, you have to be careful, because if a little bit gets on your tongue, it's like battery acid.
Well, you know, the bottle of it, the liquid nicotine, has a skull and crossbones on it.
Well, why are you doing that?
Because there's no tar, there's no carcinogens, there's no carbon monoxide.
If it did it to your penis, what is it doing to your lungs right now?
I don't think it's doing anything, but you know,
he's going to look into it.
It's perfect thinking.
It was a nightmare at the urologist. They found blood in my urine,
and you're putting that in your lungs.
Well, yesterday's test, there was no more blood in my urine, and the doctor.
Yeah, because you're not putting any more of that crap in there.
I will stop.
Stop today. Wow.
I love it, though. It's
the whole point of that thing is supposed to stop you from smoking. No, now you're addicted to that.
He's been using that for like 2 years now.
I know.
And you're probably jerking off like a maniac, and you probably had it on your fingers, and that's what probably did it.
It might have been that, too. Because I never, I don't wash my hands before I take a piss. I do it afterwards.
And he sticks his hand in his ass all the time. Like, he puts his hand in his pants and touches it, so he probably has something in his ass, too.
Well, I did have a little tingle in the back end, too.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a combination. I got so scared. I even talked to our mutual friend Bob, and he said, get that checked out right away.
Right.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
At least with the cigarettes, he could only go down and smoke one every once or every couple hours.
He's
now
got
with
that
that
thing
other
all
thing,
the
he
time.
puffs it. Yeah.
Well,
what a moron.
I smoke.
I mean, really.
I smoke it in bed, and one night my son Antonio came into the bed, and I had it in my mouth, and I blew it out, and there's a big cloud of smoke. He goes, "Daddy, what are you doing?" And I don't want my children to see me smoke.
It actually smokes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
like a fog.
Big clouds.
I see clouds of smoke coming from his side of the desk
Howard.
all day.
But it's this chemical.
Yeah, it's not smoke.
It's vapor.
It's called propene glycanol.
It's what comes out of a fog machine.
Yeah, discotheques.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Well, I never seen a DJ drop dead. So
come on,
but,
you're inhaling it directly. I mean,
well.
Can I tell you one more thing? So I was looking at that fake bake website.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a chick's website.
Right.
Like, it's for women. Like, if you look at it, the guys are going to put it up. But, like, look at that.
It's a woman dancing in a bikini.
And I don't know if you read the fine print, but they tell you when you put that on, you should stay out of the sun for a full day.
I mean, what do you think? You look so much more handsome with a tan?
I got to tell you, Howard,
you're a nice-looking guy. What are you worried about?
After, and I don't want to sound like a pussy, but after what happened with me and my wife, I became extremely insecure.
Oh, okay.
And it still bothers me a little bit. So I like to look good. Yeah.
You still think she didn't fuck that guy?
I told
Why
him.
did you want him to think about that?
Come on, he must think about it. He needs someone to talk to.
I just expected the worst, so I did assume it because
that guy she fucked. Did he have a good tan?
No, not at all.
What it was?
He looked like
my wife fucked some guy with a really nice tan. So.
I mean, tan. That's what she likes.
No offense, but he looked like Benji at his worst. This guy.
But you were wearing
at your worst. Benji.
You were wearing. Really, he was not that good looking.
No,
he's like uglier than Benji.
5'4".
No offense, Benji.
Bald, 5'4", I think, 200 pounds.
So that's the look you should go for.
Yeah.
Why are you tanning?
Slimming down and tanning.
I don't know.
But you were wearing makeup way before the emotional friend thing happened. You've been wearing makeup to work since I know you.
Well, they used to call me Coon Boy in school and stuff.
Coon Boy?
Yeah, Raccoon Boy.
Because he had the dark circles under his eyes.
Yeah.
Coon Boy.
They used to call me that and stuff. And I remember when I worked at Houlihan's, Halloween came up, and my manager was such a douche. He goes, "Hey, Sal," he goes, "what are you going for? As a vampire? You don't even need any makeup." So little things like that.
Wow.
But who gives
low self-esteem?
Sal and I have the opposite thing going on with our eyes.
Those are white.
Except mine are super white, and his are really dark, like a raccoon.
Because I put my balls on them at the beach, and they don't get tan.
Yeah, Sal rests his balls on Richard's beach when he's tanning.
Scrotum tan.
His balls are Richard's eye pillow.
Yeah. It's better than cucumber.
Yeah. Nice and cold and wet.
It's like my spa.
Hey, Sal, put your balls on my eyes.
I need an eye pillow, Sal.
Recuperative healing. And his cock covers my nose, so that don't get sunburned.
Yeah, give me a Roman soldier helmet.
And he puts his asshole on my tongue.
Where's he put his asshole?
Puts his asshole on my tongue. I will get tongue cancer.
All right, boys. Thank you very much.
Thank
Fascinating look at your
Thank
life.
you for the watch, too, Howard. I really appreciate it.
And thank you for the rotisserie.
All right, you're welcome. Rotisserie. I don't even remember that one.
So, Richard, how do you feel about the watch?
Good. It's very nice, you know.
Let me see that thing.
It's 5:50 a.m. according to this watch.
It's right. It's right twice a day.
Exactly.
Now, how do you feel, Sal? When you saw Howard walk out, what were you thinking? Were you like, shit, Richard got hooked up again?
No, because, you know, Richard loves watches and stuff, and I thought it was really nice. I really did.
All right, now, if Howard could give you something, what would you want?
Cash. Lots of it.
Cash?
Tons of it. I need money. Please.
Now, what's the deal with the
A night in bed with Howard. I think that's what Sal wants.
Well, you got the watch. You could suck his cock.
What's the deal with the tanning?
What's wrong? You know, summertime, people want to look good. There's nothing wrong with, you know, freshening up and looking nice. I mean, do you want to look like Doug with those spiral eyes that can hypnotize you? You know, he looks like some whacked out, retarded vampire.
Now,
so I like to look good.
Do you tan the rest of your body? Like, is your stomach white?
It's I don't know. Is it?
So you have fake.
Oh, here comes the vampire now. I'm hypnotized.
Now, do you think your partner Richard?
I just looked at Doug.
Could use some bronzer?
Nah, he looks good, red and milky and sweaty. He looks like, you know, like a beat to shit canned ham.
I
like
sound
him,
like
right?
Benji or something.
No, you're much cuter than Benji.
At least I don't wear fucking makeup and hairspray.
Right.
All right, you two fruits. Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
All right. Here's Sal taking his test with Gary.
What is the capital of California?
Los Angeles. That's what I said.
You're kidding.
Los Angeles.
It's not the capital.
It isn't?
No.
I could have sworn it was the
And by
capital.
the way, Jason was just telling me because we put this.
What is it, Sacramento, right?
Sacramento.
No.
He's used that
Close
question
enough.
at least a half a dozen times in stripper quizzes.
Right, so
Not that one.
You haven't
That
used that.
exact one.
Nope, New York, Albany. That's how I know
That's
that
a
one.
different one.
No shit, no kidding, idiot.
No,
It is a
you've asked that to strippers.
I've asked the New York one. What's the capital of New York? I never asked the capital of California.
Capital of Los Angeles.
And I don't live in California. What do I give a fuck what the capital it is?
What two states border Washington, D.C.?
Uh-oh.
That took a long shot.
Washington, D.C.
I'm bad at this stuff too, Sal. Don't feel bad.
Virginia and Maryland.
You got that
you got it
right.
Did I really?
Yeah, that's right. I know that. I lived in Washington, so.
At this point, I'm thinking, okay, 1 and 1, because I didn't move the test around. This how it went. I go, all right, he's gonna do about half.
Yeah, he's gonna get
Right.
somewhere.
You
We're on
start
a
to-
roll.
You start to think he's got something going on.
I don't think he get another one right for about 10 questions.
All right.
What is the symbol for the Roman numeral 10?
You had to have gotten that. What did you say? Let me hear. Let me hear.
I and a V.
Oh, fuck. You can't be that fucking stupid.
In
Is it
what
just
order?
the V? Is it just
No,
the V?
is it-
No,
in what order?
V is a 5.
But wait a minute.
Oh,
in
V
what
and the
order?
V and the I?
What order do they go? The I and the V.
I think I is 1, and then 2 I's is 2, and then 3 I's is 3.
And then where do you go?
And then is it V's of 4? I don't know. Who gives a
just
shit?
said V
I'm
is
not
5.
Roman. When do you use Roman numerals in your fucking life?
I don't know,
What
but
time
I
is
know
it?
that.
It's I. What are you fucking nuts? You would be institutionalized.
Yeah, but every kid learns it.
But you don't need
But
that
it is
shit.
sometimes written. You
Even
have
as a
to know.
comedian, you ever hear the joke, I just went to the movie Malcolm 10? The guy, in other words, he saw Malcolm X and he thought it was a 10.
Right. In that
Right.
sense, it's fun. I guess X
Right.
is 10. Thank
X
you.
is 10, right.
I thought X was porn. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
when I see X, I think of, you know,
let me hear what else you got wrong.
What is a female deer called?
All right, that you must have got right. What'd you say?
A doe. A deer, a doe, female deer.
Let me hear what you said.
A doe.
Oh, you got it right.
You got it right, Gary.
I think it's after this that the streak starts.
Okay.
I think Gary was falling asleep during that question. He forgot.
Who invented the light bulb?
Uh-oh.
I think I got this right.
I think you got this one right too, Howard. I'm sorry.
Oh, these were the three you got right?
Edison.
That's correct.
Very good.
Very
I was
good.
playing solitaire on that
I don't
question.
know, Gary. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
I forgot, both. I was getting woozy.
Sal, you know what? Mock me all you want now because the rest speaks for itself.
What country is the Thames River in?
That's ridiculous. That's
Oh,
just
come on. You should know that.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of Thames.
Never heard of the Thames River.
Never.
Thames River? Mm-hmm. Thames River.
The Thames.
What country is the Thames River in? Country. Egypt.
Because I thought
that's
Nile River.
Nile.
Yeah, I know Nile. I figured maybe they have another river.
England. The Thames. All right. Okay. Here we go.
In what country did the Great Potato Famine take place?
Oh, that's we know
That's
that.
the greatest question
That was a
ever.
mistake.
That was a mistake.
Well, what is the country?
I know it's Ireland now.
Somebody told you.
Get some time to think about it. All right, Idaho is not a country.
I know that.
Okay, here we go.
Which ocean is the state of Hawaii located in?
All right, there you go. You know that.
That's a slam dunk.
Yeah, that's easy.
I'll say goodbye now.
Which ocean is in Hawaii? Is that what you're
You know
asking?
the names of the
Which ocean is the state of Hawaii located in?
Which ocean is the state of Hawaii? You mean Hawaii's on an ocean? Okay.
You mean...
The way you worded it was so confusing.
Right, so confusing.
Atlantic Ocean?
Atlantic Ocean.
Must be Pacific if it's not Atlantic. It's one or the other.
There you go.
Pacific.
All right, so you...
You had a 50-50 shot and you blew it.
I mean, Atlantic Ocean, Hawaii.
But what is Hawaii?
It's an island.
Yeah.
Which makes
There you
sense.
go.
Yeah.
And what is an
it
island?
has to be in a body of water.
What's an island? An island is a freestanding piece of land that's surrounded by water.
There you go. So there you go.
So I'm not that stupid.
Not at all.
You struggled with that a little too much.
Name 4 continents.
Uh-oh.
I'm always bad at this, but
Really?
I'm getting better at it.
Let me hear what you said.
North America, South America,
Go ahead.
Africa, Brazil.
Well,
Brazil's a country.
I used to think it was Tokyo, Mexico from a rap song, and then someone told me that wasn't true. So
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
But Brazil is in
I know.
where?
South America.
You already named that.
Right, but I
Right.
couldn't think of anything. And
Well, you figure you might as well answer something.
Right.
All right.
Who is
Ever
the...
heard of Europe?
Yeah.
Asia?
What about it?
I've been to Italy, Robin. What's your point?
Australian?
second person on the moon?
Who was the second person on the moon?
Now, I knew this, but I forgot it. That was my problem.
I see.
That means you don't know it.
He knew it, though, at one point, Gary.
Doesn't that count?
Let me hear your answer.
That was on our show, and it was Bud.
Our Bud Dwyer?
Selig.
Bud Selig.
Dwyer.
Oh, Jesus. I thought he was a politician. I can't think of
He's thinking of John Glenn.
I was going to say Bud Glenn.
Final answer?
Buddy Hackett.
What was his name?
Neil Armstrong?
Bud something. Bud Zellick or something. Bud
Zellick. He did say Bud Zellick.
He's thinking of the commissioner of baseball.
That's the only name that came to mind.
I didn't know the commissioner of baseball walked on the moon.
That's how he got the job.
Let's go with Bud.
It was Bud.
Bud.
I remember it now. Now it's
What is it?
it's Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin.
But Buzz, right? Buzz something. I thought it was
Buzz Lightyear.
It was Buzz something.
He went to the moon to retrieve a baseball.
Who created the character Tom Sawyer?
All right, this you know, right? You got this one right.
Yeah, because I once said it was Rush when you on the show.
Rush.
That's
well,
right.
Rush created the song.
Right.
That's right. That's correct.
And I think...
But the character itself.
I think I got this one right.
Let's see what you said.
This one was on the show, so it was Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, very good. You got it right.
Wow.
Huckleberry Finn wrote Tom Sawyer.
Wow.
What about Mark Twain?
One fictional character created another
Twain.
fictional character.
You ever hear of him?
Yeah.
Oh, you have heard. You used to know that too, I bet.
I used to.
How about Huckleberry Hound? Well, you don't know a lot of shit.
I don't need to know this stuff.
All right. You know you don't. You're doing just fine.
Thank you, sir.
A bicentennial marks the passing of how many years?
Uh-oh.
This is easy.
You got it right?
Sure.
Okay.
Bicentennial would be, I believe, 20 years. Centennial's 10 twice by.
Oh, boy.
That ain't right.
Wow. Cen is centennial.
Centuries, 10. Centennial, I thought was 10.
Century is 10.
Century's 100, right?
Right.
Centennial's 10
So
then.
100.
It's 200 years.
Yes.
Ah. See? You need Robin out.
What is the northernmost state in the United States?
I bet you I know what he said. Canada.
No.
Canada's not in the United
Arctic
States.
Circle.
Hear what you said.
Washington. Or, yeah.
Is that right?
No.
So either that
Well,
or,
you said it. It's not right.
well, I was either thinking that or California. So if it's California, I got it right.
Well, which is higher? Which is more northern, California or Washington?
Well, now I'm going to say California because
You don't know what the country looks like.
Judging by the way you guys are reacting, maybe it was right. Maybe is Washington right? Did I just? I'll stick with Washington.
Washington's good enough.
Okay, good.
Well,
I'll
on the
take it.
continental United States, that is.
Right.
What sport is played on a gridiron?
Wait a minute.
Because it's Alaska would be the north.
Yeah, we didn't answer
You know
him.
that. Oh, I'm sorry.
But this is a question, that was one of the ones that Sal's used many times.
Not the northern one. All I remember is that one time you had a map out there.
But Gary got them from you.
No, not these, Howard. I know my questions. I know the answers to my questions.
Okay.
You don't recognize any of these as your question.
Nope.
What sport is played on a gridiron?
Uh-oh.
Never heard that. Not into sports.
A gridiron. A gridiron. A gridiron. A gridiron. A gridiron sport.
I'm not into sports either, but I know this.
I'm not into sports.
Soccer.
Soccer?
Douche.
The lucky guess.
Football.
Football?
Yeah.
I don't see a gridiron there. I see a bunch of straight lines that go
Never
across.
heard gridiron?
Never.
Never heard that?
Never. Gridiron.
Well, what about soccer as a gridiron?
Is it a gridiron? It's similar to a football field.
All right, look.
I don't know.
You're having a lot of difficulty.
But you're asking me things again that I'm not interested in. That
Well, yeah, I'm not interested in football either, but I have a
they
general
really
knowledge.
are general
I know other
knowledge.
things about football.
Do you ever hear the expression like a gridiron great? Like, they go, Frank Gifford was the great gridiron, something like that.
All I know about Frank is he banged some chick in the ass, and you guys...
He didn't bang her in the ass. You don't even know that.
Oh, he tried to. He wanted to.
Wanted to. She didn't want to do it.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Shall we?
And that was...
My dear. Shall we, my dear?
Benjamin Franklin is one of two non-presidents on U.S. paper currency.
Oh, no.
He's on the $100 bill. Who is the other?
That's a good question. Benjamin Franklin is on the... I think I'm having difficulty drawing a name up. Why am I having a problem with that one?
I don't know this one.
Yeah.
You see? We're all in the same boat.
I'll admit when I don't know one, but this is the first one that stumped me. What's the answer, Gary?
Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson.
Hamilton.
They're all presidents. Was Jefferson a president?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Lincoln wasn't. On a dollar, on a paper bill?
Mm-hmm. Paper currency.
going on with the audio?
Lincoln. Jesus.
I don't blame you for not getting
that.
this.
May not have been. I'm going to just say Jefferson.
But how about saying I don't know?
Well, he always takes a guess.
Yeah,
Makes it a bit more interesting. Then when he comes up with Idaho and shit like that, it's funny.
Well, no, those he would have just right there. He knows he doesn't know, but he can't say I don't know.
Right.
I know somebody on the a coin that wasn't a 𝗦𝘁𝗄𝗿𝗍 was on the dollar coin.
There you go.
She wasn't a president.
What newspaper's motto is all the news that's fit to print?
You knew that one, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
New York Times.
Good. Okay, so you got that
You
right.
got 4 right.
New York Times.
You got 4 of them right.
Not too shabby.
No. Way to go. Your IQ should be around 40. So far.
It's 10 more than I thought it would be.
Yeah. All right. So we get the idea. We know you don't know a lot of stuff.
You took Sal over Richard?
Yeah, I did. I wonder how many of those Richard could answer, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should have given Richard the same test.
Right. Well, we're going to find out Thursday anyway, so
That's
you'll be
true.
either vindicated or just shamed.
Is that the end of the CD, Howard?
I don't know. It's enough.
Shamed.
We know he doesn't know anything.
I'm beyond shamed. I sold my humility years ago. I mean, forget it.
Right.
You know, but I'm proud
You
of the
sold your humility?
Yeah,
he sold his humility.
I have no humility.
𝗓𝘗𝗍𝗿.
My dignity to 𝗦𝘁𝗍𝗿𝗍.
Right. You better go.
My brain is scrambling.
You're kidding.
Oh! I saw dust come off of his ass when he farted.
Smells like Jackie's jokes. Hey now.
Smells like mothballs.
Oh, it does smell like mothballs. That old ass. I think that was.
Smells like Old Spice and mothballs.
That's like when you open up King Tut's tomb, the air that comes out. I think that's air from World War II. Uh-oh, here comes Gary. Hey Gary, can I ask you something?
God, stop joking around here. I'm not kidding.
You gotta slam your door.
Stop it. Cut it out. Come on, take care of it.
Go in there, Gary. Gary, can I ask you something, Gary?
1 second, Richard. Jesus.
Oh, you got it.
Scott, you got that CD I was looking for? I keep asking him.
Chris has a piano. It's an upright that he's traveled with for years. Like, look at the keys on this thing.
Wow, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's just like it's his.
Almost like they painted.
You know, it's electric. It's electronic. It's not.
But it's just it's like it's his piano. He digs it, and like I don't need a Steinway. I just it's sort of cool.
That's very cool. I love the look of it. So, shit, I wish I could photograph that. That's so fucking cool.
I want to write Bubba Booey. You can do anything you want.
I love it.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Come on already. We got a big day for you today. It's Wednesday, and we have, among other things, Chris Martin of Coldplay coming in, and I see his piano over there, and it's a very cool piano. We said to Chris, do you want a Steinway, similar to what we did with Billy Joel? And
Or
he said,
Lady Gaga.
Or Lady Gaga, which is a lot of fun. So he said, no, there's a piano I use. It's my piano that that travels with me. And it is the complete opposite of a Steinway, actually. Look at that thing.
It's a stand-up.
It's a stand-up little piano, and it is... what would you call the finish on it?
It looks like graffiti.
There's graffiti all over it, spray painted, very cool looking. And I said to Gary, that's like the coolest little piano I ever saw. I wish I knew how to play piano. But that is his piano, and that's what he enjoys playing. And it's actually electric. It's an electric piano, Robin. I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that. I haven't taken a complete look at it.
Well, I took a complete look at it, and I still didn't know it was an electric piano. Lest anyone think that is not electric, they're wrong. My wife was so excited. She's a big Coldplay person. And she has a girl crush on Gwyneth Paltrow.
I was going to say, I was thinking about that this morning, that she's a huge Gwyneth Paltrow fan.
I know my wife would go down on... like, my wife is not into girls at all, and I know that. Unless she wakes up from a stroke and suddenly is.
Unless she has a stroke.
I feel like she would go down on Gwyneth Paltrow in a minute.
I don't think so.
I think she would.
I think
she's
she'd
that
just
hot for
like
her.
to be her best friend.
Yeah, that too. She'll admit it. She has, ever since I've known her, she's like obsessed with...
Yeah, I know. She always checks the website.
Yeah.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow all the time.
Every picture she's in, she's beautiful. She just thinks... Do you have that feeling?
No, I don't like Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, I shouldn't say this.
Well, listen, what does he care? It's not an attack on him.
And it's not, I don't know her as a person. I just don't find her interesting in movies or anything.
My wife would cut your tits off.
I have never seen that
Wow.
Shakespeare in Love. Can't watch it.
You'll tell me you didn't love Shallow Hal.
She was in a suit. That's why.
I loved
And
it.
Jack Black was there.
Well, anyway, my wife adores her and loves Coldplay. Even went out and got the new album. That's, she's way into the whole thing.
Wow.
But anyway, Chris Martin is coming in. We have his piano here. And we'll talk, we'll sit and bullshit and play some
British
music.
or something, isn't he?
Sure. Absolutely he's British. What are you talking about over there? And
How do you get America's sweetheart?
Yeah, he even says, he goes, I've read interviews with Chris Martin here and there, and he even says, God, when I was growing up, I was such a geek. The idea that Gwyneth Paltrow would look at me, let alone marry me, he goes, I want to pinch myself. He goes, this is crazy. Which I find refreshing.
All right, we're going to bring Chris Martin in, Coldplay, and let's go to sing, man.
Sounds good, man.
We're going to do it.
We're going to really do this.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Morning. Hey, Ronnie. How are you?
Morning, Chris.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm nervous.
You are?
Yes,
You're making
sir.
your debut today.
I know.
Right this way.
My one and only ever appearance.
You're thinking this is a one and done?
I think it's a once in a lifetime. Where am I going? In
You
here?
go right in this room, whichever you
I was going to
prefer.
say hello to my friend.
You got it.
You're up. It's the people that make it all happen.
So, Chris, what are these nerves about?
Just being interviewed by someone much more handsome than me. It makes me terrified. I've got to go this way.
All right, good luck today, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Hey, guy.
Hi, Howard. How are you doing?
How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you
Nice to
here.
meet you.
Let you do your setup here.
Thank you.
I'll be right
Likewise.
with you.
Hi. Hello. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Scott. Nice to meet you.
Scott. How you doing?
Pleasure. You
Thanks,
want
Dan.
to? Okay. So the show, you heard the show in there too. You want to kill the show? Yeah.
Is that piano?
Yeah. It's the usual in the studio. Yeah. Did you kill the show? I didn't kill it completely. You can kill it for now until he.
Does Howard come through here as well?
He will. Yeah. We'll kill it for now and then. Do you want to completely off for now?
No, no.
Okay. You want a sound check? You want to play something and sing so we can?
Sounds good to me.
It's easy.
This time in the morning is only a certain level of
I hear you.
quality. You get. Oh yeah, no, 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 no. Good? Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'm honored. I'm actually very, very honored. Of course, everyone knows Chris Martin is the, I guess, lead singer, writer of Coldplay, and he is here with us right now. And
he's right here.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Robin wants you so badly.
Oh, here we go.
I felt that in the corridor.
We had a moment.
We had a little...
Is this difficult for you being up this early?
No, sir.
Most working musicians are night people. You almost have to be. You perform at night. Most of your career is at night.
That's true.
And so when I heard you were coming on, I said, "Oh, he's going to be exhausted. He's going to tell us his
well,
voice
most
hurts."
rock stars complain to us.
That's right.
No, I just treat this as a very late night.
You know what's funny with you? You are a very handsome man, a tall man.
Thank you.
You are.
Likewise.
No, you're a very handsome guy. I know handsome people because I envy them. And I look at them and go, why don't I look like that?
I think you're being a bit unfair on yourself.
No, but before you became a rock star, you don't describe yourself as a ladies' man. You describe yourself as quite the opposite.
Right.
And I think
a man's man.
You're a man's man.
Yeah.
But I think most people would be surprised by that, right?
I don't know. I can't comment.
And you seem to have your head screwed on straight in the sense that you never went through the phase of womanizing.
Right.
My theory is that womanizers really hate women.
I tried, but I was too young and nobody was interested.
You mean you got your...
I was a terrible womanizer when I was 15, but no women were interested.
Don't you think womanizers essentially hate women? Don't you believe that inside? Seriously.
To be honest, I haven't really sat down and thought about it that deeply.
You are a deep guy. You write songs. I would think that you are very deep.
But I don't sit down and think, let me think about those real famous womanizers and write some songs about it.
Do you like being a rock star?
Yes, sir. It's my dream come true.
It is a dream come true.
Yeah.
At what age did you know I need to be a rock star?
11.
Did you dream about being a songwriter, a great songwriter?
Yeah.
Was that the dream?
Yes, sir.
That was the dream at 11 years old.
Yes.
So at 11, what are you doing? Are you already playing piano, or?
I mean, you don't even have pubes at 11.
I don't have
what are you
pubes.
doing?
Nothing. I'm just singing very high.
You admit you had
and no one's listening.
You admit you had no pubes.
I admit that up to the age of 18.
Is that true?
Yes, sir. No, not to what I'm exaggerating for radio, but it wasn't far off.
Did puberty come late to you?
It came, towards the end of the day.
It came late to you.
It came a little too late. It seemed late at the time.
Did you sit and wonder why don't all the other boys have pubes and I don't?
Again, I didn't. I think maybe I've blocked that out of my memory.
Did you ever write a song longing for pubes?
About pubes.
Well, apart from the song "I Long for Pubes," I can't think of one.
No, but seriously, when you're 11 years old,
yes,
you know. It's like
yeah, but what do you see? What is inspiring you to have that thought?
I think seeing Michael Jackson and the same stuff that kids see now when they see Beyonce or Lady Gaga, you just think, wow,
what a great life. And did your parents take you aside and listen? And did they say, "Listen, schmuck, I don't know who you think you are"?
My dad smacked the shit out of me.
Was your father abusive to you?
No, I'm joking. He was encouraging actually, because he was made to stay in rural England and do his dad's old job, if you see what I mean. So he was kind of, you should leave here and go and do what you want to do. So that was great.
They didn't say anything to you like, who do you think you are to be a singer or songwriter? That's irresponsible. We want you to go to college. We want you to give up this idea of being a singer-songwriter. They didn't say that to
my
you.
dad, he said it probably is, he said it's unlikely to happen, but you should have a go.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazingly supportive.
Well, yeah, and he said, don't drop out of school, whatever, but he never said you can't do that.
Did he get you piano lessons?
No, but we had a piano, and so yeah, yes and no is the answer.
Are you a genius in that you taught yourself piano, that you didn't need to have anyone instruct you? You are not a genius.
No, quite the opposite.
You don't consider yourself a genius. You've sold millions of albums. You've written hit songs, but you're not a musical genius.
I had a moment of thinking we were good. Because we were very popular, and then someone told me that the Nazis were popular for a while. so my self-esteem went right back down again.
Is being a successful rock star hard work?
No.
That's a lie in a sense. You're being humble because...
I'm not being humble because you've got to put it in perspective.
Isn't there years of playing clubs? Isn't there years of honing the craft, perfecting the industry, learning how to play in front of a live audience and turning them on? Isn't there sort of a process?
Craft to what you do.
Well, you've made records, right? You know how it is.
Yeah, absolutely, I've made records. All of them bad.
All of them bad or all in bed?
That's
what
right.
Did you say?
All of them bad. No, but in all seriousness, it is a difficult road. You never know if you're going to make it. You don't know if your songs are going to resonate with a lot of people, correct?
That's true.
Yeah. So taking on this career, you have to be a bit of a madman.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have anything to fall back on. Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, you did? And what did you study?
Ancient history.
And what was the idea that I will be a history teacher if this
what can
doesn't
you
work?
do with that degree?
That's even worse than planning to be a rock star. You know,
you can be just very interesting at McDonald's while you give someone their burger.
So you went to college. You did that, and
yeah, but we were in a band at college. That was really, we were in London, and the excuse for being there was being at college. But we were just doing music all day.
Are you being humble when you say there were really no women who, like, when a guy's in a band, even if it's not a super successful band right away, and you're in college, don't women just flock to that?
Yeah, you usually get groupies if you can play and sing.
The honest answer is, I think, it's all about confidence. And being British and not famous yet, that doesn't give you so much confidence.
You had no confidence?
Well, in Britain, we're kind of brought up not to have too much confidence because I don't know why, but it's just the way it is.
How old were you when you wrote your first song?
11.
And what was that song?
It was called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ah, excellent.
It turned out it was by someone else. So I had to go back to the drawing board. No, it was a terrible song about, I can't remember what.
You don't know what the first song
it was about? It was actually about people being more obsessed with Princess Sarah Ferguson's tits than what was really happening in the world. It was quite a media-savvy song.
Is that true? At
that is
11
true, yeah,
years
that is
old,
true, yeah.
you came up with the concept that it seemed to you that the people of England were more obsessed with something dumb like this woman's tits than something important going on.
Yeah, because I think I was very socially motivated at that age.
Do you remember how to play that song?
No.
Do you remember how to sing that song?
It was very like, just like that.
That's the song? That's pretty good.
It's terrible.
Sounds like a hit to me. Give me the rights to that song.
Okay.
I
what
can make
are the
that.
words? He'll sing it.
The words, I can't remember. It was like...
something with tits, right?
Definitely they popped up.
Was the word tit in the song, the first song?
I think it was in the chorus about 18 times.
Is that true?
No.
So you kept it clean.
I kept it clean. I had to, the people where I was from, you couldn't swear or cuss.
Is it hard for you to write lyrics to a song?
It's hard to write good lyrics.
The music comes easily to you?
Everything comes easily, just not necessarily of a high quality. So I have to filter out the good from the bad.
In other words, you've got songs in your head all the time. Like I've interviewed, when I interviewed Joe Walsh, he used to say he constantly has like a radio station playing in his head. That sounds familiar to you.
Yes.
That sounds like something happening in your life.
Yes, that's true.
You woke up this morning, did you hear a song in your head?
I did actually.
What did you hear in your head? Can you play it for me? What is currently in your head?
I didn't get it out of my head into my fingers.
Is that true?
It takes a while to get it from the top to the tips, if you see what I mean.
Hum what's in your head right now.
Like,
is that really what's in your head?
No, that just
because that's a terrible song. I don't want to discourage you.
I didn't.
If I had been your father, I said, if that's in your head, you're going to go study
back to college.
That's right.
So yes, I think with songwriting, it's kind of a tap that you have switched on all the time, and you just keep receiving it as long as it gets sent to you, and you just have to pick out the ones that are good.
Have you ever had a situation where there's a song in your head and you say, oh my God, this is terrific, and then you don't have anything to record it with or put it down, and then it's lost? And you go, I know this was a great song, if it only... Yeah. That's happened to you?
Yeah.
Is that torture in your life?
No, because I feel like it can't have been that great if I don't remember it.
So you let go of it. You say, you know what, the great ones I'll remember.
Yeah, so I think it was... I read a John Lennon interview one time when he was talking about that, because they didn't have, like, iPhones and voice memos and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he said, if you have a really great song, you'll remember it. And
so what's the process then? Like, let's say you're in the shower and you hear a great song in your head, do you run out of the shower?
I get the piano into the shower.
You know, come on, what do you do? Where do you put
what
it
I
down?
do is I normally this happens at night time.
Right.
At like 1 in the morning is generally the kind of witching hour, and everybody's asleep, and so I just go down and sit for maybe like 3 or 4 hours and just run around and around and around.
So it's like a job. You have to, like, you know, at 1 in the morning, I'm going to go down for a couple hours and maybe write music.
But this makes it hard to live with you, doesn't it?
Right.
It's hard anyway. But
where do you write these songs down, on Gwyneth's body or something?
Yeah,
I mean, you've got to do something.
Her butt is covered with lyric ideas.
How sensuous! But so you get this song in your head,
yes,
and you go downstairs and you begin to what? Do you play it on the piano?
Sometimes I don't get it in my head. Sometimes I just go and like a fisherman, just sit there and like just fuck around for
on the piano.
Yeah.
And the piano's where you write. You never write it on a guitar.
Can you say that on here?
No, don't. You'll get in big trouble.
Oh, stop.
So only I can say fuck. And do not say shit.
Okay.
Anyway, so do you ever grab the guitar? It's always the piano that you sit down and you start to play.
Either one or the other.
Right. And does the family get very upset with you because they're like trying to sleep and you're banging away on a piano?
No, we have a studio right down the street, like 10 meters away. So
you have a studio in your house?
No, not in the house. Like 8 doors down the street.
And that's your place. You go there.
Yes.
And so, would you say you're work obsessed? That this goes on every night?
I'd say, yeah.
I don't understand the financial arrangement between you and Coldplay. You write the songs. I
start the songs.
You write all of the music, and yet...
No, I start the songs.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like you on this show, right? You have Fred and Robin, and I forgot your names. I'm sorry, but
everyone's forgotten his name. When he fucks up your piano, you're going to forget his name too.
It's okay to forget his name.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but
everyone forgets his name. It's Scott.
Scott. Right. What separates a solo artist from someone like me is that, you know, they do everything from conception to birth, as it were, like every part of the arrangement, whereas I might get 3 chords and then have a song over it, but it hasn't yet been arranged and fleshed out and doesn't have a guitar riff, and I don't think anything's finished right until everybody's put their part on out of the 4 of us.
So out of the 4 of you, you've made an arrangement with them when it comes to splitting the publishing and the royalty and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You split it 4 ways evenly.
We split it 20-20, 20-40.
20-20, 20-40, you get the 40.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I never told anyone that, but you asked nicely.
Yeah, well, thank you. No, but seriously, that makes sense to me because I think you're being somewhat humble.
No, it's not humble. It's about it's important to keep your chemistry and your band together. Because
but I don't think your drummer is up at 1 in the morning sitting and writing lyrics.
No, but he's there at 10 in the morning, ready to
pound away on those skits.
To hit it or to try it all day, same song.
So you truly appreciate that.
And if he fucks up the drum part, then the whole song's ruined. So we.
Why did you throw your drummer out of the band at one point?
He was just too good looking.
Smart.
And I was threatened by that.
Part of your job is to be good looking. You actually work out. You recently lost a lot of weight. You have to be good looking.
I didn't lose that much weight.
No, but you now work out and take care of your body because part of the job of a lead singer, Mick Jagger would be the first to say, you got to look pretty good.
Well, it came from seeing a lot of Bruce Springsteen shows 2 years ago, and he was just in such great shape. I was like, man, he looks so much better than me, and he's old enough to be my grandfather.
But that's it's a pretty good idea. If you see, I get annoyed with people who think that they can be overweight,
right,
and be rock stars. You can't. I mean,
why'd you get annoyed though, Howard?
Because they don't understand that it's show business. That, yes, a certain component is you have to look the part. And there's no shame in admitting that.
So Ozzy looks apart?
Yes, Ozzy always looked apart.
Yeah, he looks apart.
He looks like he's apart from humanity. But that's part of his
thing. But that's part of the thing, yeah. People would be disappointed if he didn't look like he was falling apart.
Isn't a live show visual? Isn't it?
Can I just go back to what you're saying about...
Yes.
I think that I think the only thing an audience responds to is if they think you don't care. So if you start out big, or you start out tall, or you start out whatever, and that's your thing, then that's great, you know. So, but it's if you let it look like you don't give a shit anymore, and you just spent the whole time partying and eating and spending all your royalties.
It's a fuck you to the audience.
Yeah, but I don't agree that you have to be skinny. I just think you have to look like you care.
How old were you when you started to perform in clubs?
In clubs?
Yeah, where you started
19.
to get 19, where you'd go and they, I don't know, you'd make a couple of dollars, you'd actually sit down at a piano and play. Did you start out as a solo artist, or was it always with the band?
No, I was in some other bands in my high school.
Was it always a band? Did you ever go up on stage by yourself?
Yeah, a couple of times, but I don't like that.
Why, you felt lost?
Yes, right now.
Yeah. Do you feel lost? Do you feel vulnerable? Because
I feel a bit vulnerable.
I was really, because
but I like your show, so and no one else and everyone else. They said it was too early.
Actually, they said, "Gee, would you want Kristen here by himself, or would you want him with the band?" And I said, "If you're giving me a preference, I'd rather talk to you one-on-one." And I like that vulnerability.
Okay.
I like that you feel somewhat naked out here.
Yes.
Because I understand that. Some people need, Simon and Garfunkel, the reason that band ever even happened, those two performed, Paul Simon was so dreadfully shy that he needed a guy up there with him.
Right.
It wasn't that Paul Simon couldn't have a solo career.
Yeah.
Do you fantasize now that you're more comfortable as a solo artist?
No.
You would never do it?
No, sir.
No leaving the band?
No way. Wait, no. No solo thing, no way.
Hasn't your wife said to you, listen, why are we splitting with these guys? You are capable of going out there on your own. Get your ass out on stage by yourself, and let's get this thing really rolling.
She says that most mornings.
Yeah, that's why you love her.
That's why I love her.
That's right. You talk about marriage. I'm thinking about this, and you're the one guy who can answer this for me.
Really?
Yes, you really are. Because you're married to a famous woman. And I know a lot of your time is spent sort of acting like, hey, we're not married. Like, in other words, you don't walk a red carpet together, you know, this kind of thing. Now, listen, I'm married. I am so excited to walk anywhere with my wife.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, I don't understand why certain people, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, act like they're not married.
Right.
Why can't you and your wife walk the red carpet together? I don't get it.
Do you want the honest answer?
Yeah.
It's because it's making something public that really wasn't designed to be, you know? It happens that those are our individual jobs.
But isn't it fun to walk around with her?
No, it's not fun.
I mean, you've got this great-looking, exciting wife.
Yeah, that's incredible, but we get to do other things.
But you'll walk on a red carpet with your band, but not your wife.
That's because our band is selling something. And a red carpet is about selling things.
So in other words, this is the one thing you're going to keep private.
Well, no, it's just we don't have anything to sell. We're not a product. That's just a relationship. It just happens that she does that and I do this. And
do you
see what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but the joy I get from sort of hanging out with my wife, even in a public situation, I feel like you say with the band, you feel protected. I almost feel protected when I have my wife with me. Like I have my best friend, and some of those public situations, I feel so much more comforted.
Right.
By having her there alongside with me, that outweighs any kind of privacy issue.
Okay, well, I get it. I get that feeling in other ways. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're obviously...
I got no good answer for you.
You're obviously way more secure than I am.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's it's a different thing I can't really explain.
But maybe it's a star thing. Like, it's the thing to say, hey, listen, we don't allow the media to have pictures of us.
Did they call a conference and all the stars
Well,
decided?
a lot of stars do this. Chris is not, by the way, he is not the only one doing this. It seems like everyone's doing it.
Because that's what I'm saying. Did they have a meeting in Hollywood and everybody
But Bruce Springsteen walks around with his wife.
With Patty, yeah.
Yeah, he'll walk around with Patty.
But she's also in the band.
She is in the band. You're right, Robin.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Get your facts straight.
Yeah, you know what? Let Robin and I debate this. You don't even need to be here.
Also, it's just what makes you feel comfortable, right? I mean, you're saying I'm famous, but you're 10 times more famous, so you...
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm 10 times more famous than you?
Yeah.
You've sold tons of... Everyone knows Coldplay, knows your music.
Nah, man. Yeah, but let's not make this a competition. but I'm just saying, it's just what makes you feel comfortable, and we don't really feel comfortable in that situation.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you should try it. I think you'd be very comfortable. Two of you are charming.
Well,
Why not?
You're being very sweet, Howard. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go back to this because I want to understand the trajectory of your career. So you start to perform at 11. You start to write songs. First big hit song with Coldplay is Yellow.
Yes, sir.
How old are you when you write that?
21 or 22.
22 years old. When you wrote Yellow.
22 or 3. I can't actually remember.
When you wrote Yellow, did you know it was a hit?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
How do you know? You just so... You
just had a feeling. I was like, fuck.
This is good.
Well, it's just... I think with any of our songs that have gone on to do okay, I don't really know how they came through. They just sort of... It's the old cliche that everyone says. Paul Simon, all of the people, all of the songwriters say it. It's like the good ones just kind of come through you.
When you make an album, do you know that some songs sort of aren't commercially viable? You put them on there because you love them, but you can tell which ones are going to be.
Well, you know which ones aren't singles.
Right.
But then, and maybe now that's more of a concern because nobody really buys albums anymore. But still, we are in the business of making albums, so we need the sort of scope of that. But you know, this song will never be like a hugely popular song, but it just fits in the whole tapestry, you know what I'm saying?
Do you hate what's happened to the music industry?
No, man, hate is very strong.
Hate meaning, wow, it's not much of a business in terms of selling records anymore. You can go out and tour. You guys got that kind of following.
But we didn't get into it for that. I think if you go back to Shakespeare's time or something, musicians and artists were just working for patrons, and maybe we're just going back that way.
You feel okay that in the old days, if you wrote a song that was a hit, that you could sell millions and millions of records? Now everyone just bootlegs them and gets them for free.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything about it. I just love what I do, and if that's what happening, that's what's happening.
And really, you've got that kind of relaxed attitude.
Yeah, pretty much. I think if people...
they've done pretty well. I mean, you guys have sold over 4 million albums, right?
Over what now?
Over 4 million?
4 million. They've sold over...
we sold over 300.
Stop it. How many have they sold?
I'll tell you the exact number you sold.
No, let's not do this. This is nerdy.
It's not
Who
nerdy.
gives a shit?
You know what? I give a shit. I'll throw you right out of here if it's 3 million. What?
It's over 50 million.
Yeah, over 50 million. That's right.
Boy, was I off.
We're 3 million. 3 million. You know what? He'd be sitting at home with his parents and tell him to go back to college. 3 million.
Okay, so I think if people started to come into our shows, and if everybody wasn't paid at all, it would be a problem. But
how long did it take you to write a song like Yellow?
10 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
In other words, you heard it in your head.
I didn't hear it. My dad just came through. I'll tell you exactly how it happened. We were in Wales, and my microphone was broken or something. I was waiting to record something else, and I was thinking about Neil Young, and I was starting to do a Neil Young impression just to try and make everyone giggle.
I love Neil Young.
So I was like doing this, and I was like, and it was very starry outside. I was like, look at the stars. Like trying to do, I can't do a Neil Young for shit, but that's how it came out, was trying to do that.
And
I never told anybody that.
You started to do it. You started to do your Neil Young impression.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
And then Yellow came out.
Yeah.
With the lyrics?
Yeah.
Could you play a little of that the way you did it that time that it first came out of you?
Yeah, I have to switch to a guitar. Is that cool?
Hey, if you're willing to do
I'll
go ahead.
I'll go and do it.
Switch to anything you want. I'm happy with that. I didn't know you play guitar too. It's pretty good.
Well, he says he writes on both.
I love it.
I wish I could play anything.
Well, you just got to start, man. How old are you?
Do your kids play any instruments?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wouldn't you tell them never to play the clarinet or violin, that the guitar and piano are the cool instruments to play?
I haven't said anything like that.
I would say that to them.
You would never say that to anyone.
I certainly would. I told my
I'm talking to Chris. I know
Why
what
wouldn't
you
Chris
would
say that? Chris.
You will never play the fucking trombone.
But, I mean, my parents got me a clarinet. I wanted to hang myself. Look at this face with a clarinet. I was never getting laid.
That was a face built for a clarinet.
The guitar and the piano we can make a living at. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, of course. All right. So
do you still play clarinet?
Making a living at violin.
I don't play clarinet. I play a little guitar and a little piano, but, badly. Go ahead. So you're sitting in the studio.
You really want me to tell you this? This is not boring to you?
What? No, this is great. Go ahead.
So I'm just waiting, like sound checking like this. We had another song called Shiver, which is on our first record, which is okay. And I was waiting to do that, and then I found this chord because I like to use strange tunings on the piano, on the guitar.
Yes.
So that chord I liked it, and then that chord. So I was like, look at the stars.
Right.
Real Neil Young-y. And then the rest just come out.
Come on, play a little.
Oh, okay.
You're so damn talented. What are you doing? You went and got the guitar.
Okay.
Don't fuck around. Let's do it.
In my voice or in my bad Neil Young voice?
Do it in your voice.
Okay. Yeah. That's even worse, but
those chords came to you, and then all of a sudden you said, hey, these are pretty good chords. I'm not screwing around here. This might be a song.
Yeah, so this is what happened. So I did this bit. I'll show you the bit I did.
Yeah.
I went in and I ran into where Johnny and Guy were, who are bass player and guitarist, and said, what do you think of this? And they were playing video games, and they were like, that's okay.
Yeah, good. They're worth 20%. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
No, but I haven't finished the whole thing. So I was like, look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and all the things you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, that's so good. Don't stop. Go ahead.
I didn't know what that meant.
What do you mean you didn't know what it meant?
I was like, because the word yellow came out, and I was like, no one's going to know what that means.
But you're saying the stars are yellow and blue.
Well, I didn't mention the blue, but I can if you want.
Yes, but I mean, you're like, the stars are all yellow.
Yeah, but they're not yellow, though. There's a problem.
The stars are yellow.
Well, they are in sort of Christmas cards. But
so you were confused by your own lyric. This was coming out of you, and you didn't even know what it meant. Like, there's no meaning to it.
I was like, I'm going to have to talk about this in 12 years on Howard Stern. I better figure this shit out.
But you're telling me there was no meaning to this thing?
Well, it was a feeling more than a meaning.
Right, yeah. Because it makes me emotional when you start singing that.
Really?
I get chills.
I think that's just because you find me attractive.
Well, you are a handsome man. I'll be honest with you.
So I went and I played that to the band.
Shall we leave you two alone?
Well, I like his look. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gay. I just like how you look. I wish I could look like that.
Gay today.
You look great, man. Don't be so down on yourself.
Well, you're
look at that head of hair. Yeah. People would kill for that. So then I played that to the rest of the band, that one little loop thing, and then I went into the bathroom because they were playing football, and
sounds like they play a lot of games, these guys.
No, this is just one story.
Right.
And then in the bathroom there was like a good echo, and that's where your skin, oh yeah, your skin, the chorus bit come out.
Yes.
And then I went back in the room, and they said, okay, let's go and work on it.
Why are you frustrating me? Play a little bit of it. Come on, a little more than that.
He was just telling you how it went.
Okay.
Don't you want to hear a little of that? Just
I would love to.
Yeah.
Were you in love with someone at the time you wrote that? That's not about a specific girl.
No, it's about all girls.
But I imagine when you write a song like that, girls went nuts when you would perform it, because that song went like double platinum, right? Like as soon as it came out, as soon as it was released.
It did okay.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you didn't have a big struggle. Like, in other words, you guys got together, it all clicked, you got a record deal.
It took a while, but not as long as for some people. We were lucky.
Did you shop around all the, like, did you perform in clubs, invite A&R guys down? I mean, how do you actually get this?
Yeah, we did all that, and we got like everyone does, rejected a bunch, and
Do you laugh at the fuckers who rejected you?
No, we actually signed with one of the fuckers who rejected us.
So he came back?
He came back.
He gave it a second listen.
And I wouldn't speak to him. And the rest of the band were like, you got to speak to this guy. He feels terrible. He knows he wants to sign you now. And I was like, no.
Was
no
part
way.
of what drove you to say, hey, to all the people who rejected you, look at us now. Like, look, we're going to be huge successes. I know this is going to work.
No, I don't.
You're not a bitter.
I think I probably agree with him.
You're not a
but
bitter.
We didn't have this song at the time.
Yeah, I see.
We didn't have this song, so whoever signed us had to kind of see a promise.
Did you come close to quitting the business ever because you felt like this is just a disaster for me? I'm not even getting anywhere.
I mean, every day think like that a little bit, but
did you ever have a deadline? Like, if I don't make it by, I'm going to give up.
50 was your deadline. Smart man. Let's keep waiting around. So that song becomes a hit. You start. Well, first of all, you had obviously gone with the band. You perfected your craft. You guys went to clubs. You played. When girls would hear that song, they wouldn't go berserk for you? I mean, sexually, there was no period of time?
No, I don't know, man.
I mean, everything I read about
Where was he performing this that they were? Is that
at an all-boys school, I believe. I mean, seriously, women did not respond to these love songs?
A lot of the hookers I was seeing lowered their rates. That is true.
Have you ever been with a hooker?
Many times. Most
Really?
weeks. No.
Is that how you lost your virginity? Were you a late bloomer sexually?
Yes.
You were?
Yeah, 29.
No, come on. Stop it.
Like 20. I was raised very religious.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
What religion?
I'm not really sure. People keep asking me that.
You mean you studied religion, but you don't know what it was?
Well, it was, Christian, but there's so many branches of that now. I don't know which branch we were on.
Really?
Are you a religious man?
Not any more religious. I believe I'm a spiritual person.
You
I
believe
guess.
when we die, we visit a guy in the sky kind of thing?
I believe when you die, you get a tribute concert.
No, but seriously, do you believe that there is a heaven and a hell?
There's definitely, I don't believe in a hell. That's what made me stop being religious.
Do you take your children to church, or do you want them to get religious training?
No, I think it's important to show that there's all these different kind of religions, and this person believes that, and you can believe whatever you want. That's my.
So what do you do if you want your children to get religious training, and you want them to sort of embrace all religions and get the concept of God? Where do you take your kids to learn that?
That's a good question. I've been sort of doing the nihilist approach of like, I'm not taking them anywhere.
So they're not going to be raised in any kind of religious way?
No, not like strict of any religion, no.
What if your wife says...
What about yours?
I was against my children being raised with any type of religion.
Yeah.
My wife at the time was very concerned about that and decided to bring them to a temple.
Right.
And they are my children do have religion.
Right.
They believe in God, and they have a religious background. And they say
that's
to
not the same. Religion is not the same as believing in God or faith, is it?
But they actually have religion, and they actually are grateful their mother took them.
Right.
They say it was the right decision. That they would have been upset if they didn't have that in their lives.
Okay. So do you feel bad?
I just feel wrong. I mean, I guess
you were very wrong.
I found religion to be divisive. I found it to be a terrible thing in my life. It was boring. I had no feeling for it. The people who ran the organization were bad. It caused a lot of fights as a kid. Did you fight as a kid for anything? Did you get in a lot of fist fights and stuff?
I got in a few.
Did you kick some ass, or were you?
No, one time funny. I was just showing my daughter this scar I have on my hand from trying to punch someone's head, and I missed.
Yeah, I have one too.
And I hit the wall.
Yeah.
That was my last experience.
So now.
But I want to talk about religion once, because faith is different, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm not saying this, I don't believe in anything. I'm just saying I don't believe it has to be this, or if you believe that, then the other person's going to hell, all that crap.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But we're just wondering, I mean, how do you expose your children to, or I don't know. What do? You don't know what to do.
Yeah, you just say, I don't know. None of us know, is the answer.
The song Clocks, when did you write that?
2002.
And is that another 10-minute thought process, or
yes,
does that work?
Like 15.
15 minutes. I bet you that aggravates a lot of people. They go,
but you're only focusing on the 3 songs that have been hits. You're not talking about the 7,000 that no one ever heard.
Why do the hits come so quickly? What is that?
It's like, I don't know why.
Where were you when Clocks came into your head that you could
Liverpool.
In Liverpool. What were you doing at the time?
Writing.
And I assume your bandmates were on their video games again?
No. Oh, man, you're being so...
No, come on. I mean, really, what is with these guys?
A band is about
those wankers.
Those wankers.
When was the last time you said wankers, Robin?
I don't think she's ever said it. Yeah.
Wow. No one says that in America, right?
No.
You got any guys for Robin? I want her. I want to hook her up with a guy.
I met a nice guy last night you'd like, yeah.
Really? Well, when can they meet?
Thursday, 6 p.m.
Okay. So let me understand something. Let's get back to the song Clocks.
Okay.
All right. Because it's a hit. And I like to know about this. I love the genesis of it. You're sitting around in Liverpool writing. Like, in other words, it's one of your times to sit and write.
Mm-hmm.
How does this come to you?
Okay, I'll switch over here.
All right, going over to the piano.
To you? I love talking about this.
I love music. I love to know about these
No one
songs.
really asked me about this.
Oh, I'm asking you about it, for Christ's sake. I got you here. I'm going to ask you. And don't worry, I'll ask you about your wife, too. My wife has a crush on your wife. I'm talking about when I met my wife 12 years ago.
Let's make it happen.
You're not kidding. My wife's not into other women. But the way she talks about Gwyneth Paltrow, it's weird.
Your wife's very beautiful, though, isn't she?
She is very beautiful.
Isn't she young enough to be like your...
My granddaughter.
Right.
No. Listen, there's only...
He raised her, and then he married her.
That's right. No, she is much younger than I am.
Where's the calendar? Show him a picture.
Oh, here, look here. I'm a photographer now. We are raising money for North Shore Animal League, and here is my wife on the cover, and, of course, photographed by me. Wow. I'm multi-talented. You're only good at music. I have many talents. Go back to... Clocks.
The song Clocks, okay.
All right. Where are you?
A place called Parr Street in Liverpool. So we went to Liverpool, obviously, for all the same reasons everyone does, to kind of get some Beatles vibes, as it were.
Are the Beatles your heroes?
One of them.
Right.
I have a lot, though.
Are they the best group that ever existed?
They're one of them.
One of them?
Well, who are your other influences?
Well, you got to put Stevie Wonder and the Stones and...
Right.
I mean, there's so many.
That's right.
Oh, it's Bob Marley.
There's no number one with you.
Well, probably Bob Marley is number one.
Really? Did you ever think of reggae as a full-time career?
Or Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, we were having a conversation about Michael Jackson yesterday. He's like, I hated his music. He doesn't think
I don't
much
like
of
Michael
it.
Jackson.
And I keep telling him he is alone.
I don't feel his
feeling.
music. What is your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Billie Jean.
I never got Michael Jackson. That's it.
Well, you're just an idiot then.
I am. Well, hey, fine.
I keep trying to tell him.
But his music, listen, when you respond to someone's music, is it really idiotic not to like music?
No, it's not idiot. That's the whole thing about music.
So I'm not an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot.
Thank you.
You're a
Make that clear to everyone.
Well, you call everybody else an idiot if they like something you don't.
No, that's not true.
But I think
Steely Dan.
What I like about him and Bob Marley is that you can, anywhere in the world, people like it.
Well,
it doesn't matter
except me.
Except you, but
there's this one pocket.
But even you would like one song, right?
Well, I love Bob. No Woman, No Cry.
Yeah.
Get back to Clocks.
Okay.
All right, so you're sitting around, you're in Liverpool, you want inspiration, you went...
Okay, this is actually...
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you
really?
never had a piano lesson?
Say what?
You never had a piano lesson?
I had someone when I was 7 for a year, and then my teacher left...
That's amazing to me.
To get married, I think.
I mean, if I could do that... I mean, every guy wants to be able to do that.
I feel every guy would prefer to be guitar first.
Maybe, yeah, that's
Guitar's
true.
the most sexy, and then...
Yeah, and then the piano, but that is such a... Listen, it's an aphrodisiac to women. I mean, I think every guy has the fantasy, I'll write a song like that. If I could play like that, I would get the woman. And it's such an amazing thing to be able to run around and do that kind of stuff and think that there's a song in your head. I don't know. I wish I could do that.
To songwriter, you know, I mean, I guess it takes an 11-year-old to say, I'll be able to do that. You know, because it is daunting if you think about it from this standpoint.
It's more daunting now, funnily enough.
Yeah,
at that
that's what I'm
time,
saying.
and I think it was good to have 10 years without anybody really commenting, because I had a few teachers who were really encouraging. They were like, keep writing, you're really good. But
well, you're hitting on a point.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids today who want instant stardom, I'm talking about like American Idol.
Right.
In a way, they don't have those years where, okay, they're talented, they can play piano, but they've got to develop.
And you already, if you put your video on YouTube now, you get slagged off by everybody.
Right.
Before you've even hit 14.
Do you get criticized? Of course,
Very much so. Yeah.
Right. Does it get to you?
Occasionally, it does. I get frustrated because sometimes it obscures all the positives. Maybe that's me, or maybe that's being British. Like today, I didn't sleep so much, so things feel more negative. But
do you feel underappreciated as an artist?
No, God, we couldn't ask for more, really. So,
but when a fellow rock star comes out and says, Coldplay, fuck them. You know, like that guy from Oasis or somebody. He's always criticizing everyone. But does that hurt you? And you're like, oh, come on. Are you really?
No, the inter musician stuff is just, that's just like boxers before a game making it all hyped up.
Yeah, but you're not like that. You don't.
No, I don't subscribe to that. But
the public with critics.
Well, when someone has a really valid point, it bums me out because if I agree with it. But
what has someone said about you that you agreed with that was negative?
At certain times, like they need to improve this part, or they need to work harder on this bit, or whatever it was at the time, lyrics, or colorfulness of music.
But isn't that up to the? I mean, you're the artist. You're the one who's sitting and creating this stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes a music critic can point something out. A good one can know what they're talking about.
Can't you get neurotic? And I mean, if you really wanted to go about it before you release an album, you can call in all the music critics and say, "Do you guys agree with this song?" And and you could sit there and perfect it to.
No, it is impossible. I mean, everyone tells me. Funny enough, all the older guys who are all so sweet to us and stuff is they always warned us. No, this is what's going to happen. 8 years in or 10 years in,
there'll be a backlash.
Or there's a backlash, or you have to be very careful who you listen to and who you don't listen to, and that's all coming true.
Can critics destroy an artist? Can you basically say, I've got a good life, I've got a great wife, I've got kids, I've got enough money, I don't need to go work?
Yeah.
Could they destroy your spirit and you say, fuck it, I'm sick of the criticism, I don't want to be here anymore?
They could if we didn't play live, because anything that anyone's written is just fucking blown out of the water as soon as you go on stage, because you're like, well, all these people have not only come to see us, they've paid money, they've gone through parking, they've gone through traffic, they're all fucking here and they've paid to be here. So why would I care about some?
Yeah, why aren't the fans more important than some guy?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They are, but I'm saying that they you don't necessarily. Sometimes you can get into a place where you're in a little bubble, and you don't actually meet anyone. You don't meet any of your listeners. You only really see the bad shit.
Have any of your songs ever become hits that you thought were terrible?
One.
Which one?
A song called Speed of Sound.
So you think Speed of Sound is a bad song?
No, I think we just did a shit recording.
Play a little of Speed of Sound, please.
I don't really want to.
Yes, you must. All right.
I like it, but we just didn't get it quite right on record.
Really? And you can't bear to listen to it?
No.
Is that why you can't bear to play it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
It pains you.
It pains
me. Now you have to play this in concert.
You're smiling.
No,
you
we don't.
You don't?
You don't play it.
We don't play it.
Wow.
Because of your feelings about the song.
Yeah, because like I said, if an audience can pick up real fast if you're not convinced by something.
So why not redo it in concert to the point that you like it? Why not set the record straight here and show me how you think it should be done?
No.
Do it.
Just do another song. I'm not being a pussy.
Man up.
I'm fucking manned up.
I want you to fucking play the song now the way it should be played, and do it the right way that you think it should be heard.
I feel like I'm in school.
You want me to come over there?
Yeah, come over there.
No, I'm afraid of you.
I'll take you.
Gary, bring in my gun.
No, man, you don't listen. I bet you have shows which you thought weren't so great.
Never. No, I think every show blows, quite frankly, and I agree with you. But I would think. Listen, I'm not a recording artist. I would think that you would want to get this song out to the public the way that you think it should be.
No, because we've written better ones since then. It's good, but we've written much better ones since then.
All right. A little bit? What? Did you?
I think it's just so boring to talk about that.
You know why I'm asking you that? Because I feel it's funny when you were singing. For some reason, I was thinking about a guy I've had on the show many times.
Right.
The lead singer of the Stone Temple Pilots.
Is that Scott?
Yeah, Scott Weiland.
Yeah.
And I think about how brilliantly talented this guy is, and the great song and the great voice. And I'm sitting there watching you, and you got this great voice. And by the way, you're lucky too, because not only can you play, but you can sing.
Right.
How many guys who are songwriters who can't sing and they can't perform their own music? It's got to be frustrating.
Right.
So it destroys me inside that these guys sort of piss away their gift and get into drugs and things like that. It destroys the spirit, I feel. Where do you stand on that?
He's done pretty good, though.
No, he's done great. So what, are you a big drug guy?
No. I think a lot of people who tour have like sleeping pill stuff.
Right. Did you get into that?
Yeah.
And
but I don't. But it's not like. It's just. I mean, but so do people who work in banks and stuff. I don't really believe in the whole kind of selling records by saying how much pills you take.
Right. Yeah. In fact,
but you're not getting propofol to go to sleep.
Right. But I used to think there were recording artists who actually boasted about their drugs because it made them sort of quote unquote cool.
Well, it does. That's what pisses me off. It's like people still believe in that rock and roll myth.
Yes.
And it's bullshit. And there is no such thing as cool. Cool is like, to me, is following what you believe in, and that's it. It's not about like I have to take the same drugs as that guy and wear the same pants, and I hate that.
I got very depressed when I was a kid, and the Beatles went through their drug phase. Like the music was fabulous and interesting, but I got scared that something was going to happen to these guys that I worship. Like I was really nervous for them because they were going into an area where they could lose their mind.
Right.
And so that's why I ask you. It seems to me like you have it all together. You're not one of these guys.
You're not tortured. Or...
Yeah. I just don't believe in talking about that stuff. You know.
So you had a problem, is what you're saying?
No, not a problem. No. Well, no, I don't know. I don't.
You don't know if you had a problem?
I don't really.
All right. So you were on the road. You couldn't sleep, and you decided to take.
No, man, this is not a good avenue for me.
Why is it not good? I'm not understanding.
It's so cliched and old.
So you did have a problem.
I think everybody has. Some kind of problem.
But you're afraid that
I don't believe that just because you're in a band it makes your problems more interesting.
You're afraid that it will actually encourage people to do drugs.
No, I'm afraid that it's just kind of annoying.
Annoying? Why are you so afraid of talking about your life? Why would you think that anything you have to say is annoying?
I sing about it.
You sing beautiful love songs.
Right.
You don't write love songs to your wife?
She's in there somewhere.
She is?
Of course.
Have you written a love song to her?
Not that it's on record. They're all a bit too kinky.
You've never recorded a love song. Wait a second. You've never recorded a love. See, again, I don't follow that. Why can you make all these great love songs? And obviously, you've been inspired by women in your life, right?
Right.
Okay. These are not imaginary women you've experienced women.
Well, sometimes they are.
Why wouldn't you record a song? It seems like there's a lot of fear here in the marriage. Like, I'm not going to go public. I'm not even going to write a love song.
But we're not talking about that.
But the song, I think, well, I got to think now. Green Eyes.
Right.
That is about Gwyneth.
That's actually way before we met, so.
Shit.
You thought you were onto something.
But why, Chris? I don't understand. Why wouldn't you record a song?
Well, I do. I don't know why you're saying I don't.
Why wouldn't you record a song about your wife? You said I've never put on record a song about my wife.
No, you said a specific love song. I don't really know, man. I've got no answer for you.
You don't have an answer.
I get so uncomfortable with this line of questioning.
You do?
Everything that's on a record of ours is about my life. So if there's a love song in there, then you can join the dots.
But you will never cop to it.
I don't want to cop to it.
You don't want to cop to it because why?
Because a song, once you release it, it can be whatever anyone wants it to be.
Would you ever go to your wife and go to her in the morning after you've been up from 2 in the morning writing and say, honey, I just wrote a beautiful song about you and I want to play it to you? Would you ever be...
When are they getting all smart? You're making me tremble.
Would you ever do that?
Probably.
You'd have done that. I mean, that's got to turn your wife on, right?
I'm not good at talking about this, Howard.
What do you mean? About writing music about your wife?
So yeah, but it's all different because you know who my wife is.
Oh, so what? Who cares?
And they don't walk red carpet.
I'm just saying to you, say everything we sing is real. So when there's love,
comes from the heart.
You can put two and two together. But
all right, listen to me. Let's play a little bit of a song because people love your music. And then we're going to get to the new album.
All right.
All right. Viva la Vida. Talk about that. Another 10-minute job?
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite song that you ever wrote? Why?
Apart from one called Paradise and The Scientist. I like a lot of them.
You do. You enjoy it. Are they? Here's songwriters go, they're like my children. Billy Joel told me it's like his kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like each of these songs he protects and this. You own all your own music, right?
No, we don't own hardly any of it.
Really?
You don't own your own?
I don't think you have to ask our manager.
You sold off the rights?
We don't own it for at least 20 years or something.
I see. Ooh. But you own the publishing?
No, we own a bit of the publishing.
Why is that? Did you sign a bad deal?
No, we signed a good deal. We own quite a lot of the publishing, but we don't own much of the recording.
I see.
Yeah. People always they always think bands, that's why people always think bands are a lot richer than they are, because they never remember that bit.
How long did it? I always assumed you guys were walking around with billions. No. Viva la Vida. Well, how did that come to you? Quickly?
That came pretty quick. Yeah, except there's a chanty bit that everyone sings in concerts. That came a couple of months later in New York. Yeah.
So you have this song. It comes to you quickly.
Yeah.
You right away know it's in your head and it's a hit.
I didn't know. No, I thought it was good.
Play a little.
Okay. And this one I had like 55 pages of words, so that kind of...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I had this idea of like... yeah, well...
Do you where do you write these lyrics? On a paper bag or something?
On my hand, and then it goes on my phone.
Do you ever save some of like when do you ever handwrite these things like on a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Do you save those scraps of paper?
No, not really.
You don't have a lyric book or any
Why
of
don't
that
you give
stuff?
them to me and I will sell them? Wouldn't that make a lot of money? No?
I don't think so.
All right.
So that one's this.